Hello, welcome back to Rada. My name is Miso. That talking is hard. Hello, welcome back to Rada. My name is Peace. Today we're back with Clover Days. I'm suffering. I forgot to vote today. There was actually votes going on in Germany right now. And I just straight up forgot to go vote. Because I just laid awake until 8 a.m. for some fucking reason. So I woke up at like fucking 4 or something and completely forgot that voting was a thing. However, at the same time, I also had to help my little sister a little bit with maths homework since she's got a lot of trouble with that. And one of the fucking problems that she had to solve is like, okay, so make make a function that calculates how much you have to pay for water if there's like a flat price for the water and like for you to get access to it in the first place, and then a water per cubic meter that you use. However, the problem didn't give you any numbers. It wasn't like, okay, so this is the price for the flat, this is the flat price, this is the price per cubic meter of water. None of that. The fucking problem was just go research what the fucking costs are right now. And the reason why I had to help my little sister with that was because when she was doing her homework, she didn't do that one because she didn't know how to fucking do that. And I just told her, like, I'll be completely honest with you. I also wouldn't have done that one because this one's fucking bullshit. And then I proceeded to... essentially, I proceeded to be a bad role model for my little sister because I told her, you know what? We're not going to actually research the prices. We're just going to make up a new variable for the flat price, a new variable for the price per cubic meter of water, and you're just going to do the function with that. So the function at the end was just y equals g plus px or something like that, where g was the base price, px was the price for per cubic meter, x was the water, and then we just shipped it out like that. And it just told her, you know what, when your teacher asks you why the fuck you did that, just tell them, like, I did do the research, but the water prices changed, so by the time next year, suddenly my solution is going to be wrong. So yeah, I'm a bad role model. Anyways, a girl could fight alongside me. Since we're doing Izumi first, I want a girl who can fight alongside Feather Moon.
なんでや？ヒロイン言うたらもっと他のがおるやろ。
Yeah, but I want someone who can experience all the good and bad with me. That would be more fun.
いいわ。それならヒロイン役はイズミンでいきましょうか。本当？私でいいの？嫌なの？そんなことない。やったー。これでユートと一緒に戦える。嬉しそうだね、イズミちゃん。別に嬉しくないわよ。ああ、やだな。ユートと一緒だなんてやだな。
Then give your role to someone else.
待って、ごめん、嘘。ヒロインやりたい。イズミはオタマジャクシやな。
I think you mean Flip Flapper.
お、さすがはユー、ナイスツッコミや。イズミちゃんがヒロイン役か。
What's wrong, Tsubame?
なんでもないよ。戦うヒロインか。ま、イズミにぴったりやな。何よそれ。私にはお姫様役は無理って言いたいの？せや？なんですって？この臭い。人でなくなった上になんか臭そう。まあまあ、現時点で性格があれなだけで、イズミンも将来化けるかもよ。 それこそお芝居を通じて女の子っぽさを磨けばいいんだし。わかったわ。見てなさい。いつか長男一の女優になってユウトをあっと驚かせてやるんだから。
Why me?
長男一ってなんかしょっぱいな。
With that, we began our theater practice. Like Torakichi said, it initially seemed like nothing more than playing house. But as we practiced more and appeared on stage, we began to love it. We kept doing theater all throughout elementary school and even after that. The four of us really worked hard. Tsubame, Izumi, Torakichi, and I. We were best friends, always together as kids. The relationship didn't change. I was convinced that it never would. Oh, I'm so tired. The next morning I woke up abruptly before the crack of dawn. Since all our friends are sleeping over, I think I'll head to the bathroom before the morning scramble. Then once I'm ready, I can wake up the others. Whoa, what is it? As I'm on my way to the bathroom, Izumi suddenly bursts out from around the hallway. And a second later, she runs up and embraces me. What?! What's wrong, Izumi? Please just calm down and tell me what's going on. She's not wearing a bra and her boobs are pressing against me. Also, I can't forget that I just woke up, so... Seriously, let go of me! Really? She hasn't noticed the dire straits of my crotch cocking her head endearingly as she tightens her grip around me. What is this, seriously? Why does she seem so damn cute? Okay, just tell me what happened first. I'm sorry, what? Bears don't go walking around in cities. Someone didn't break in, did they? Alright, hide behind me and I'll teach that guy who's boss here. Stand in front of Izumi and head to the bathroom. She holds on to the hem of my shirt while shaking. Don't worry. She untrained me in martial arts. I should be able to hold my own relatively easily. Thanks. Why is she acting like this? Might be the fear that's causing her to rely on me instead of Tsubame, who it usually is. Anyway, my willpower gauge rises from her support. Alright, let's do this. Put your hands in the air, you bear thief scum! After taking a deep breath, I burst into the bathroom with clenched fists. And in there, I find none other than... Well, we're putting down our dad today. Oh god, that's disgusting.
Oh, you.
So the bear was you. My dad's sitting on the bathroom floor with a pale face.
Kawaii voice で物騒なことを言うお嬢さんだな。誰が変態紳士かね。俺だ。ユウトの父の吉臣だ。
あれ？吉臣さん？でもさっきすごい顔でうおーって叫びながら入ってきて。
Probably because he has a hangover and was about to hurl.
すまんな。ちなみにパパ、まだ気持ち悪いままです。すまんな。
Izumi finally calms down and rubs Dad's back. This whole thing appears to have been one big misunderstanding. That was no bear or thief at all. But why are you up so early washing your face? The sun's not even out yet.
これからバイトに行かないといけないから。
Oh, we're training at the bakery.
すまない。泊まると言ったのは迷惑だったかな。
いえ、久々にみんなとおしゃべりできて楽しかったです。ヘキルともたくさん話せたし。ね。
That's great to hear. Yeah, I like that smile. I feared I was being too meddlesome, but I'm glad everything worked out between her and Hekiru.
何よ、ニヤニヤして気持ち悪い。
Put that away. Oh, nothing. I was just remembering how panicked you were. You were so scared about this bear that you were almost in tears.
そんなこと言うわけないじゃない。熊鍋にしてやろうかって言ったのよ。バカバカ。さっきの忘れなさい。一時の気の迷いだからいいわね。
Yep.
仲がいいな。ユウトの本命は泉くんだったのか。
おじさん。
Dad!
声を揃えて真っ赤になって初々しいな。
You probably shouldn't be cracking jokes when you have a hangover.
全部ゲーしちゃいなさい。ゲー。
Now she finishes tending to Dad, she hastily gathers her stuff and leaves the house. The sun had just risen and Dad and I waved her goodbye at the front of the house.
泉くんはしっかりした子だな。朝から仕事に出て、俺の介抱までしてくれて、パパ、惚れちゃいそうだ。
Don't you dare! But you didn't know, but she's also an amazing student.
おう、ユウトも負けてられんな。しかしバイトか。うん。そういうのもありだな。
What's this about?
なんでもない。
He laughs, hiding something, and looks up at the sky. I do the same.
今日の朝飯はパンにしてもらうか。
Sounds good to me. The sky is a clear blue in all directions. Time to fill up on some bread and give him my all today. You know, considering that Izumi works at a bakery. Hey, kid, say goodbye on the best terms, but I'm glad that my friends are back. However, on the
あんな別れ方をしたけれど、友達がまた戻ってきてくれたことは嬉しい。でも、そう思う一方で、私の心は穏やかじゃない。だって、ユウトを好きな女の子がまた一人増えちゃったんだもん。ただでさえアンズやアンリには勝てそうもない私なのに。それどころか素直じゃない私はきっとツバメにだってユウトはやっぱり私なんかよりツバメみたいな子が好きだよね。ツバメはいつも優しくてふかふかしてて誰よりも女の子らしくて、一方私はいつもキャンキャン騒いで怒ってすねて。何やってんのよ過去の私。自己嫌悪ごめんねユウト。だけどユウトは私にいつも優しく微笑みかけてくれる。そんなあなただから私つい甘えちゃうんだね。
Anyways, as I was saying, not done yet.
これは叶わぬ恋。そんなことは分かってるけど、もう少しだけあなたを好きでいさせてください。ユウト、あなたのことを思うといつも胸が締め付けられるよ。私はこんなにあなたに恋してる。
Can I not finish my thought? I was about to make a terrible joke. You know, considering that she works at a bakery, her bottled up emotion. What? Just a little longer. Start Izumi's route. Lasting oath. Heartfelt desires. Enduring regret. Alright, and a childhood promise. This is like a second opening, quote unquote. What is this? It's been ever since then. I don't trust it, so I'm gonna just do this. I guess it's still fine. Actually, you know what? I'm just skipping that. I don't trust it. That's what I'm saying. Maybe I'll watch it again after we're done with the route. Who knows?
おや、もう時間ですか。
Yeah, it's finally time for me to say my joke. Considering that she's working at a bakery, her after story better involve them having a kid, considering all the bread she's getting. Bad jokes, you know. Get bread. That bad joke. I won't just continue.
では、本日はここまで。皆さん、午後の授業もしっかりと学んでくださいね。
Just because you asked me to, I won't.
起立礼ありがとうございました。
Miso leaves class and then Sayonji leisurely walks out the door. Once he's gone, the classroom instantly erupts with noise. We have an hour until classes start again, a brief respite for us weary soldiers. Man, I'm starving.
ゆう、はよはよ、飯買いに行こうや。
How the hell did you get here so fast? The bell literally just rang.
何言うてんねん。この時間の購買は戦場や。1秒たりとも無駄にできるかい。その油断が死を招くんや。
Tokichi, who's equally famished, urges me on. Yeah, very true.
ゆうくん、お兄ちゃん、今日もパン買いに行くの？
Spama walks over to stand up from my seat. Yep, are you eating with Izumi? However, I see no sign of her upon scanning the room.
ゆうくん、泉ちゃんはバイトだからもういないよ。チャイムと同時にすっ飛んでっちゃった。
Alright. Another day of putting on the maid outfit, huh? She really is busy. Most of the students are getting up to go get lunch, but not Miso. She sits in her seat looking a little glum. Oh, she just sighed. Everything alright, Miso? Concerned, I decided to go up and say something to her.
いえ、その...
She stutters and doesn't give a clear answer. I see her eyes darting around awkwardly behind the glasses. Something the matter?
特には
She just sighed.
見られちゃってたの。油断しちゃったか。
Another sigh escapes her lips. Sorry, I just happened to be looking in your direction when it happened. She must not have expected anyone to be watching when she did that.
ゆうくんは女の子を観察するの得意だよね。
Tsubame, that's a very misleading way to put it. In fact, it's practically begging to be misconstrued.
その、私今日はお弁当を忘れたから食堂へ行こうと思っていたの。一人で行くの不安だから誰か誘おうと思ってたんだけど、でもその
I get it now. Everyone left before she could ask. Miso is a pretty shy, reserved person due to the fact that she spent so much of her life in the hospital. It's no surprise she'd have difficulty with this. Want to come with us then? Needless to say, I go ahead and offer.
いいの?
Sure, I don't see a reason not to. Of course, that's if you're fine joining two dudes.
ありがとう。
She breaks out into the biggest smile ever. Given how overjoyed she is, I'm really glad I invited her.
すごく嬉しい。高倉くんって優しいんだね。
Huh? Oh, nah, I'm just doing what anyone would. She really wears her emotions on her sleeve. I'd heard a rumor that Sayonji came from a prestigious family. Being his niece, Miso's honesty might have something to do with her family status and upbringing. Most favoritist sister in the world, Anzu, is honest too. But Anju's the complete opposite, so I guess there goes that theory. I'm sorry, dearest sister, I didn't mean to think that!
ゆうくん、何謝ってるの？高倉くん？
My classmates lean in towards me, confused. Apparently I said that aloud. Whoops. Just talking to myself. Come on, let's go. I don't want all the good stuff to sell out. Stand up, trying to change the subject.
はーい。よろしくね。
The boys then leave the classroom and head to the school store. When we get there...
はーい。本日はカツサンドと焼きそばパンがお値打ちになっております。この機会にぜひご賞味。ってちょっとそこの男子列に割り込まないの。公序良俗違反でしょ。しらばっくれんな。あんた図体がでかいからっていい気になってない？泣かすわよ。もしくは私が泣くわよ。
Our little hard worker is currently doing battle on the front lines. Wait, did she say it? What did she say at the end there? Do you want me to cry? Is that supposed to sound intimidating?
ちっちゃいからってバカにして。あんた表に出なさい。勝負よ。
Now our little hard worker seems to be picking a fight with a big burly jock. Okay, maybe it is getting a little out of hand.
すごい、ゆいばしさん。ゆうくん。
Tsubame tugs on my sleeve, concerned for Izumi's safety. I guess I have no choice. Hey, Izumi! Walk over to where she and the jock are currently in a standoff.
ゆうと？やりにもよってまた変なとこ見られた。勝っても。
なんだてめえ、この女のこれか。
Vulgar guy flicks me the bird and gives me a nasty grin. What? Not really? Well, taken aback by his unexpected gesture.
違うわよ。私がこんなのと付き合ってるわけないでしょ。
Damn, you don't have to point your finger at me like that. I feel a little insulted. Takakura Yuto is a sensitive young boy with a fragile heart. All jokes aside. I'm a friend of hers, okay? We're not dating and never would. Match my story to hers for now.
なんですって？私の何が不満だって言うのよ。ゆうとのくせに生意気。殴るわよ。もしくはどつくわよ。
Damned if I do, damned if I don't. What the hell? Izumi's way too hard to please.
関係ねえなら引っ込んでろや。俺このちび女ね。
The guy then reaches out for Izumi. Alright, pal, touching is expressly forbidden, so I'm gonna have to ask you to keep your hands off the girl. Quickly grab his wrist.
てめえやる気か。
He grabs me by the collar in a fit of rage. I'm not about to let this asshat punch me. Anything I do to him at this point is self-defense, so I'm gonna take advantage of that. I twist his wrist. I saw everything. I keep twisting as I speak. Cutting in line is bad enough, but trying to hurt a girl is just unacceptable. It's both rude and disrespectful. Oops, put too much strength in my grip. I want to resolve the situation peacefully and amicably, okay? Ask him in a casual tone, still keeping it in my joint lock. Thank you. I'm glad we were able to come to understanding. Let go of his arm with an exaggerated smile on my face. The guy whose name I never dared catch runs off in tears. Man, after talking big like that, he just runs away like a little pansy. You okay, Izumi? I look over at her. She's still looking up at me with a mouth agape. You aren't hurt, are you?
ないわよ。怪我なんか。この通りピンピンしてるわよ。
She jumps up and down in place. Oh god, her skirt is fluttering, but I really want to see him more, so please keep jumping.
ゆうくん、鼻の下伸びてる。高倉くん。
I'm sorry, I'll just crawl in a hole and die, since obviously you don't deserve to live on this planet. Okay, you can stop hopping now. Seriously, you need to be more conscious of the fact that you're a girl. Don't go trying to aggravate big tough guys like him. I'm trying to instill a bit of sense into her. However, she refuses with a picture-perfect smile. You're gonna get her one of these days.
やーよ、暴力なんかに屈してたまるもんですか。それにあんなやつ私一人でも余裕で勝てたし。
In your dreams. I heard you squealing. You were terrified of him.
うるさい、ビビってなんかないわよ。バカバカ言うたらバカ。
Should you really be insulting the guy who just saved your behind? Again, you can't please Izumi.
とにかく私は一人でも平気なんだから余計なことはしないでよね。
She turns around, perks her shoulders, and walks off towards the cash register. However, she abruptly stops in her tracks and shoots a glance back at me.
でも本当に危なそうな時は助けてくれてもいいんだからね。もしくは助けて。
She bullishly demands. Yeah, I
あ
know.
んたたちも早く列に並びなさいよね。昼休みは短いわよ。
She then returns to her post, skirt flapping.
高倉くん大丈夫？
おう、さすがやな、ユウ。
ゆうくん無茶しすぎ。もっと穏やかにやらないと。
My classmates come rushing over after all is said and done. I thought I went with a pretty peaceful approach personally.
だけどいつか怪我しそうで私心配だよ。
何言うてんねや。いざって時は体を張って女を守るのが真の男や。わいは全面的にユウを支持するで。
Thanks, bro!
当然や、兄弟。
I exchanged a firm handshake with Torakichi.
ほんと私の周りの男子はみんなやんちゃで困るよ。でもさっきのは高倉くんがいてくれたから大きな騒ぎにならなかったんだと思う。高倉くんのとっさの判断力と行動力すごい。私も見習いたいくらい。
Really? A little embarrassed by the sudden compliment.
また言うかいな。自分何一人でモテてるんや。ざけんな。
I'm attacked by the very bro who was giving me a firm handshake just moments ago. It ain't easy being me.
こんな愛の狩人ボーイ。
What the hell kind of phrase is that?
バカバカユウタのエッチ
Aren't you supposed to be working the register? Three of us head to our usual lunch spot, the roof terrace. By the way, I'm having a fish sandwich like always, that Izumi put aside for me. Thought there are two of them instead of one for some reason.
私のおごりよ。別にさっきの俺とかそういうんじゃないんだからね。
It was fairly amusing seeing her blushing while handing them to me. She was super cute. Miso directs us for the end of day bow, and after that, afternoon classes are officially over.
みずほさん、
はい。
申し訳ありませんが、ちょっと個人的にお話がありまして。
わかりました。
Miso follows Sayonji out of the classroom. Some private must mean family business, I assume. They come from a big shot family, so there must be some kind of issue going on. Couldn't think of it, and their last name, Sayonji, sounds familiar. Where have I heard it before? Should ask her about it next time I see her. I also come from a fairly affluent family myself, though I'm mostly free to do as I please at this stage of my life. I might be more restricted in my choices the closer I get to adulthood, though. Well, I better go pick up Anzu and Anani.
おう、ちょい待ちな、ユウ。
ゆうくん、ごめん、ちょっと顔貸して。
Huh? Darundo siblings, however, flank me as soon as I get up.
今日は演劇部の方に顔出してくれへんか？
Sorry, I've got something really important I need to take care of. I politely refuse.
ゆうくん、大事な用事って何？
I have to walk home merrily with my sweet sisters Anzu and Anani. See? Super important. I declare being like the proud brother I am.
自分らしょっちゅう一緒に帰ってるやんか。一日くらいええやないか。
Torakichi isn't buying my excuse, though. Come on, man. You have a sister yourself. Don't you understand where I'm coming from? Fine, I'll just have to teach my best maid what makes little sisters so great. It will, Torakichi. You don't understand one thing.
Huh?
There's no greater joy in this life than having little sisters. Each and every day they show you a variety of different expressions, each so sweet and endearing. They grow daily. They're constantly changing. Little sisters are continuously evolving. With each passing day they become more mannered, more polite, more mature. I want to etch the visage of their daily, ever-changing expressions into the very fabric of my soul. I weep, eyes wide open. That's why you must let me go home with them right now. I head for the exit, bag in hand.
いくらゆうくんが妹好きでも今日だけは譲れへんで。
Sawyer briskly moves to intercept me, though. Damn, how is she so agile with those big milkers on her chest?
せやせや、ほら、ユウがけえへんと寂しいってこいつも言うとるで。はあ？
こらトラクチ、話しなさい。
Torakichi grabs Izumi by the shoulder, was trying to sneak past
私
us.
はバイトがあるの。知ってるでしょ。
She protests, flailing around in an attempt to shrug him off.
いずみちゃん、まだ時間に余裕あるでしょ。そりゃちょっとくらいならあるけど。今日は先輩がたくさん人数集めてほしいって言ってたの。助けてよ。だけど。
She throws a glance my way. What, me? Your decision hinges on whether or not I'll be there, Izumi. She's a hard-working part-timer at the moment, but she really loves acting. Maybe I should participate and give her a slight opportunity to have fun. I guess I can. Alright, if Izumi really wants me to be there, then I suppose I can come. I finally concede, albeit with a bit of a pompous tone.
ゆうくん、めっちゃ上から目線？はあ？何言っちゃってるのよ、あんたは。私は別にあんたなんか来なくたって。
ええんか？
いいかもしんないかなって思わなくもないかもだけど、前向きに検討してお願いします。
Was that a yes or a no? Then again, this is typical Izumi. All joking aside, you guys do seem to be in a bit of a bind. I'll go with you, Izumi.
しょうがないわね。わかったわ。ユウトがそこまで言うなら、私も付き合ってあげますわ。おほほほほほほ。
She holds one hand in front of her mouth and laughing haughtily. She's really getting into character. Well, shall we be on our way then, friends? So play along.
よろしくてよ。
We both leave the classroom, strutting proudly.
いや、二人ともまだ芝居はいいんだけど。
めっちゃノリノリやんかあいつら。かなわんわ。
悪いね、忙しいところ。実はさ、今度プロの劇団のオーディションを受ける子がいるんだけど、オーディション受ける前にいろいろな人の客観的な意見が欲しいんだよね。ごめんね、お願いしてもいいかな。
Ah, so that's what this is about.
先輩の演技を見て感想を言えばいいんですね。
I was worried about Izumi and I being a bit rusty on our acting skills, but I guess that won't matter.
あと、高倉くんは相手役をお願い。
Oh shit, they really raised the bar now.
うち男子部員少ないの。お願い。
Wait, but wouldn't it be better to use one of them? I look at the present male member.
そうですよ先輩。わい、めっちゃええ仕事しますせ。
Torakichi strikes his best model pose, not that it accomplishes anything. Stop brushing your hair back, dude.
リンドウはちょっと。これ超美形の王子様の役なんだよね。ああ。
Izumi and Tsubame both vigorously nod in perfect unison.
なんでやねん。自分ら何サクッと納得してんねん。理由言ってみんかい。
似合わないから。
なんでそこまで息ぴったりなんや。くそ。めっちゃ腹立つ。
Torakichi is downright indignant, but he doesn't drop his model pose. What am I even looking at? Do you actually think you have inner beauty or something?
もちろんや。
His eyes twinkle in glee. This guy's a natural born performer, I swear. Okay, in that case, looks like I'll have to.
ゆうくん、頑張って。ゆうと、先輩に迷惑かけないようにきっちりやりなさいよ。
The two girls encourage me. Well, I'll manage. I know how to act like I know how to ride a bike.
じゃあ、 課題はラブシーンだからよろしくね。
Oh, what? With that, I somehow found myself acting out a romantic scene.
好きです。ずっと前から。
As have I, my dear. My love for you. That crap, I bit my tongue. I've become a super ham actor.
自分何回噛んでるんや。
ゆうくんにはがっかりだね。
Even my friends are shaking their heads at my pathetic performance. I'd like to see them try this. There's a girl standing in front of them telling me she loves me. Sure, she's only acting, but I'm a young boy undergoing puberty, damn it. How am I supposed to remain calm in a situation like this?
これじゃあんまり練習にならないな。
Sorry. I hang my head apologetically and
い
dejectedly.
きなり初対面の私とじゃ無理なのかな。
Probably. I imagine it'd be a lot more relaxed if we're practicing with a girl I knew. For some reason, both Izumi and Tsubame perk up upon hearing that. They then stare at me with a glint in their eyes. It's kind of intimidating.
しょうがないわね、ゆうたは。しゃあないな、ゆうくんは。
Both of them put on amicable smiles and slowly approach me. Actually, they've sidled up right next to me. They're too close! Way too close for comfort! I consciously take a step back.
ここは幼なじみで、ゆうとととっても付き合いの長い私が。あ、マジか。ゆうくんと子供の頃から一緒のめっちゃ付き合いの長いうちが。
What was that at the start?
あ、マジか。あ、マジか。あ、マジか。あ、マジか。あ、マジか。あ、マジか。
The fuck?
ゆうくんと子供の頃から一緒のめっちゃ付き合いの長いうちが。
Hold on, probably should
先週付き合ってあげる。
There we go. Now you actually could hear both of them say that. Damn, they're speaking in perfect harmony. Wait! Slow down, please. I don't need both of them. Bewildered, I look at Izumi, then Tsubame, and repeat. The two childhood friends exchange a sidelong glance, having figured out what I'm trying to say. Their gazes are razor sharp, full sparks are flying between them, or so it seems like.
ツバメ、引く気はないよね。よーし、じゃあここで私と勝負。
Izumi smugly issues your challenge to Tsubame.
ごめん、やっぱりパス。泉ちゃんの勝ち。
She immediately throws up the white flag and concedes.
なんで？
Izumi is bewildered by her free, effortless victory.
そんなにユウトとラブシーンしたくないの？あ、調子に乗ってセクハラするから、おっぱい揉まれちゃうから。
Wow, what kind of slander is that? I never do that. I violently object as a result of my wounded pride.
ツバメが揉んでもいいって言っても。
Well, needless to say, I would thoroughly and happily. Hey, stop that. No leading questions.
やっぱりそうじゃん。スケベ、ユウトのおっぱいハンター。
Excuse you?
なによ。
We glare at each other. If you hate me so much, then why do you want to practice with me?
それは久しぶりに演技をしたかったからよ。決まってるでしょ。
Oh, really? I want to act out a romantic... You want to act out a romantic scene with me so bad?
なわけないでしょ。あんた泣かすわよ。
She denies it before I can finish speaking.
そんなことより行くわよ、ユウト。
There was no need for the panty shot. She points her finger right to the tip of my nose. Yeah.
いい？もし私の演技を聞いてときめいちゃったりしたらあんたの負けだからね。これは勝負よ。
Sure, if I lose, I'll buy you lunch tomorrow. So what are you gonna do if I win?
あんたにお昼をおごられてあげるわ。
Bring it on! He's got a game face on.
とにかく行くわよ。息が。
Fuck.
泉ちゃん、空気ずっと吸ってるからちゃんと呼吸して。ほら。ありがとう、ツバメ。
She takes deep breaths. Are you alright in the head? I eye my silly childhood friend with a pity-ridden gaze.
なんだとうっさいユウトのバカバカバカ
What was that? Takes one to know one, bleh! In the end, it evolves into us butting heads like always.
リンド、
うっす、なんすか？
忙しいところ来てもらって本当に嬉しいよ。
うっす、あざっす。
全然役に立ってないけどな。
うっす、すんませんした。
だからね、その時クラスの子たちがね、あんず食べながら話すのは行儀悪いですよ。ほら口についてます。
拭きましょうね、アンズ様。
It's evening down now. Dad is home, and for the first time in a while, the whole family is at the dinner table together.
そうかそうか。本校でもアンズとアンリは楽しそうで何よりだ。
Dad nods, smiling happily. He's been acting so carefree and lackadaisical ever since he got back home. Even the representative of the National Takakura Enterprise Group is a big old softy around his sweet daughters.
時に言うと、お前はどうだ？新しいクラスは。登校したらいきなり机に花瓶が置いてあったりしてないか？
What? Of course not. People only did that as a bullying method like decades ago. Plus, Izumi's bomb armor class again, so I'm doing just fine. We're pretty much an inseparable trio at this point.
そもそもユウトさんはいじめなんかに屈する人ではありません。ダディはユウトさんのこと全然わかってないです。
アンリタ、ごめんなさい。
Dad hunches over in dismay. This poor man doesn't have a shred of dignity left as a father. Anyway, very well said, Anri. As thanks for all the praise, I'll offer you some meat. I skew a piece of meat with a fork and present it to her.
ユウトさん、それはもしかして。いやいやいや、兄さんそれは俗に言うあんっていうのじゃないですか。そんな恥ずかしいことできるわけないじゃないですか。
Anri pouts and turns her cheek.
じゃあ代わりに私が。
Anzu immediately puts her hands on the table and leans forward.
ちょっとアンズ、それはずるいです。
Anri pulls on Anzu's sleeve.
ユウトさん、
Both of my sisters open their mouths adorably and lean forward towards me. They're just like baby birds begging their mother to feed them. Ah, it's their old brother. The sight is a pure bliss.
こらこら、レディーがはしたないですよ。坊ちゃまもそのくらいに。
Sorry. Put the piece of meat in my own mouth.
貴重な兄さんのあんが。ユウトさん、私やアンズをもてあそぶなんてひどいです。腹を切ってください。
Jesus Christ. What? At least let me have my life! Anri is as unforgiving as always.
ま、みんな楽しくやってるようで結構だ。振り返ってみれば学生時代は短いものだ。勉強も大切だが、友人たちといい思い出を作るがいい。
One person instantly comes to mind. Izumi is a scholarship student, so she can't afford to let her grades slip. And when she's not at school, she's working to help out with her family's finances. Frankly, she doesn't have much time for fun. Besides,
私とお母さんが悔しい思いをしてるのも全部お父さんのせい。お父さんが私たちを捨てたから。ユウトさん？
huh? I look up to see my two little sisters staring right at me.
急に黙り込んでどうしたのですか？何か心配事ですか、ユウトさん？
They're looking at me with worry, brows furrowed. Nah, it's nothing. I was just thinking about Izumi.
あらあら、坊ちゃまは泉様のことがお好きなのですか？
Shion smiles at me impishly.
いやいやいや、それは初耳ですよ、兄さん。ゆうとさん、そうなんですか？
Both of them shout and stand up in response. No, I don't. I was just thinking about how she doesn't have time, how she doesn't have time to have fun since she's working all the time. That's all.
ああ、確か泉様は母子家庭でしたね。
Shion's expression clouds over slightly. Izumi doesn't go out of her way to mention it, but the reason she's working is to help ease the financial burden on her mother's shoulders. Her mom is a nurse. She had to support and raise her all alone.
泉君は特待生として学業を頑張るだけではなく、母君のために過酷な労働を進んでやっておる。今時珍しいいい子じゃないか。泉たんのことを考えるだけで全俺は感動の嵐だ。
Did he just use ton for another person's child?
できることなら今すぐにでも俺が引き取って3人目の娘にしたい。そして泉たんにお父様好き好きラブって言われたい。
Okay, time to bash his head against the table until he stops moving.
泉たんペロペロ。
Let's start. He clutches his head in his hands, yelling at the center of the family dining table. You may be my father, but please shut up.
いやいや、アンディ、パパがすっごいあれな感じです。ダメです、アンズ。あの珍獣と目を合わせちゃ危険です。
ひどい。ひどいよ、アンリタン。パパ泣いちゃう。
Please stop with the ton already.
ひどいのはご主人様です。
In the blink of an eye, Shion moves behind him and executes the iron claw of love.
まったく、ご主人様にはもっと。
Her fingers bury themselves at the back of Dad's head.
父親としての節度と威厳を持っていただきたく。
すみません。本当すみませんした。俺、いい父親になるから、マジ約束しますから。
Dad apologizes profusely as the housemaid sternly scolds him. There was no sign of any dignity here.
それと、坊ちゃま。
She looks at me, still maintaining a grip.
泉様は確かに大変お忙しいでしょうが、私は泉様が良い思い出を作れないとは思いません。
Huh?
坊ちゃまやお嬢様たちと一緒の時の泉様はいつもとても楽しそうです。良いご友人と過ごす機会があるのなら、きっと良い思い出は作れるでしょう。つまり、あなた様次第なのですよ、坊ちゃま。
Ah. Her words resonate within me. It all depends on me. May not be able to change her own welfare, but all I need to do is be a good friend to her. Alright. Thanks, Shion. I'll do my best to be a good friend to her.
いい答えです、坊ちゃま。
She smiles tenderly. Shion truly is a good person.
どうしよう。つがいが、そろそろ俺、つがいが砕けそうなんですけど。
However, she hasn't released Dad.
今日も働いた。
As soon as I get back from work, I collapse on the bed in the corner of my room. I'm worried about wrinkling my uniform, but I can't bring myself to change. I'm too pooped. I'm exhausted beyond belief. I groan for no reason in particular. The softness of the bed feels so nice. If I just close my eyes, I'll fall into slumber.
お
However,
腹減ったよ。
even so, food doesn't just appear out of thin air if you ask for it. Mom's working overtime again tonight, so if I want something to eat, I'll have to make it myself. It takes every ounce of strength I have just to sit upright.
服着替えないと。
Get out of bed unsteadily and put my hand on my uniform's
メー
ribbon.
ルツバメかな。
Stop undressing and take on my phone. One message from Takakura Yuto.
なんだろう、こんな時間にユートからなんて珍しい。
Ah, crap, my heart's racing now. God, just calm down, Izumi. This is straight up embarrassing. It's just a freaking text message.
どうせ大した用事じゃないのよ。騙されないんだからね。
I look at my phone and begin
Yeah,
talking to it.
私まるで寂しい独身 OL みたいじゃん。
That would improve the route. Well, not quite 30s. Like upper 20s.
ああ、もう。
Put my hands on my cheeks and shake my head. And it's all because he had to text me this late at night.
でも本当になんだろう、メールじゃないと言いにくいこととか。もしかして泉好きだとか、結婚してくれとか。もう言うとったら恥ずかしい子ね。でも OK だけど。
I'm the one who's being silly, honestly.
とにかく読まないとね。
Summoned up all my might and opened the message. Izumi, are you off work now? It was pretty brief, but enjoyed getting to act with you for the first time in a while today. Don't work too hard, alright? See you tomorrow.
何よこれ。全然普通のことしか書いてないじゃん。どうしてわざわざメールしてくんのよ。ばっかじゃないの。ドキドキして損しちゃった。
That's what I say, but I instantly save his message. Need to make sure I can't accidentally delete it.
そっか、私と演技できて楽しかったんだ。それに無理すんなよって。
A big smile creeps up on my face. Even though it was a totally insignificant text. And he probably sent it not thinking much of it.
返信しなきゃ。
Type a short response. Even as exhausted and starving as I am, I can manage that. Can't believe how good of a mood I'm in right now. Clover days. Oh, I knew it'd be crowded here. There isn't a seat free. It's lunchtime, since I had to attend a short meeting as vice class president. I ended up late to the lunchtime scramble. Miso was absent today due to being sick, so I'm currently by myself. I should have asked Torakichi and the others to wait, but the problem was I didn't know how long that meeting would last. Well, I guess I'll have to eat alone. Let's get some food in my stomach. Is there any open seed for me to... Let's survey the roof terrace and eventually find one. Well, look who it is. Seems to be stuffing her face all by herself at a table of four.
かっこなってないわよ。普通に食べてるわよ、こんちくしょ
She snaps, not that I didn't expect that. You alone?
見ればわかるでしょ。そういうあんたこそ一人なの。珍しいじゃない。
A cultus and meeting for class leaders, one of the disadvantages of being vice class leader. What about you?
私もツバメや友達と今日はうまく合流できなくて。だってなんでいつまでも立ってるのよ。座りなさいよ。
Yeah, thanks. Sit down beside her, holding my bread. We're close enough for our shoulders to
なん
touch.
であんた私の隣に座るのよ。他にも空いてるのに変でしょ。
Look at you blushing like that.
照れてないわよ。バカバカ。バカ。
She continues to rain her abuse even after stuffing her mouth. What a kid. All jokes aside. Promptly moved to the seat opposite her. What?
なんでもないし。
She pouts and looks away while chewing on her bread. There's a slight blush on her cheeks. You actually wanted me to sit next to you, didn't you? I consciously tease her after seeing her adorably deny it.
違うわよ。このバカバカ。
Wait, stop, you're spitting breadcrumbs everywhere! Man, he's being such a child. Though then again, I guess we both are kids. Sorry, got a little carried away. I'll buy you a drink later, so forgive me, please.
絶対だからね。まったく。ゆうた、本当にまったく。
She grumbles and resumes eating. I unravel the packaging of my sandwich and finally begin to intake nutrients.
チラ。
Sensing her gaze on me, I look up. What I see is her side profile. She's blushing and it's rather cute. Izumi!
何よ。
She beautifully turns around to look at me. You were looking at me just a second ago, weren't you? What for?
見てないですよ。全然ゆうたなんか見てないもん。最近ゆうたさん自意識過剰じゃなくってうほほほほ。
She laughs at me haughtily. Man, she was being cute for a second there. Why'd you have to turn it into a joke? Well, if you say so. I resume eating.
チラ。
Okay, now. Look up immediately. Her eyes directly meet. She has no way out now. She blushes again, a look of distress on her face. Whatever it is she wants to say, she's having trouble getting it out. It would be something a guy would have a hard time telling... A girl would have a hard time telling a guy. Oh, I know. It all adds up. Say no more, Izumi.
何がよ。
Worry not. I know exactly what it is you want to say. I was born and raised in England, meaning in a pure-blooded gentleman.
紳士でジェントルマンって意味丸かぶり。
I know exactly what you want from me. You needn't say anything. Don't worry. I know better than to bring shame to a lady. I cut the sandwich I was eating in half and respectfully offer it to her. Will this do, milady? What? Weren't you throwing those glances at me because you wanted some of my sandwich?
そんなに意外そうな顔するな。私は食いしん坊キャラじゃないわ。女の子に恥かかせんな。
I'm so sorry! I apologize sincerely.
まったく。本当にまったく。
And I'm back to where I started. Girls are so hard to understand. Munch my sandwich as I muse to myself.
ゆうた、あんたさ、
She timidly looks in my direction. What is it?
昨日のメールってさ、
A text. Oh, the one I sent you last night.
うん。
She fidgets and nods, blushing. Wait. Hold up there. Izumi is so incredibly cute right now. What is it? She's just so adorable that I want to look at her and keep her safe. Look after her and keep her safe. I just want to hug that petite frame of hers and then...
どうかした？あんた顔真っ赤じゃん。
I return to my senses as she stares at me. Crap, I was just about to find my precious childhood friend in my lewd fantasies. I'm sorry, please, I beg thy forgiveness. Put my palms on the table and apologize.
別にあんたが謝ることなんかないけど。
And maybe so, but I have to be prudent as a man.
そう？
She cocks her head inquisitively. I guess she didn't pick up on where my thoughts were headed. He's rather perceptive though, so I better be careful. What were you saying about that text message again? Change the subject.
うん。
Her cheeks redden again as we return to the topic of the, from
あのメールって、あんたどういうつもりで出したの？
to the topic of the text. That's what I said. What? Oh,
坊ちゃまやお嬢様たちと一緒の時の泉様はいつもとても楽しそうです。良いご友人と過ごす機会があるのなら、きっと良い思い出は作れるでしょう。つまり、あなた様次第なのですよ、坊ちゃま。
I felt I had to do something after hearing Shion say that to me last night. If I knew it, I'd sent her that text. I was just so eager to do something as soon as I could. Basically, I guess you could say I want to help her. But it's not something I could just come out and say to her. Sometimes it's better to act in a way without revealing your intentions to the person themselves. That's what a true gentleman does, but honestly, the biggest reason of all is I can't just blurt out I want to be nice to you. That's way too embarrassing. No way. So I decided to keep everything a secret from her. I was kind of lonely and wanted someone to talk to.
バカなの？マジでバカなの？そんなんなら某巨大 んでもってクソすれ立てて叩かれればいいのよ。情弱オツとか言われてればいいのよ。
That's so mean! Izumi's downright fuming now. And we've earned quite a few spectators too. Why is it so hard to interact with girls? Must be because I'm a virgin. I weep bitterly deep in my heart.
そんなことだろうとは思ってたのよ。ドキドキして損しちゃった。まったく。
You were excited? She puts a hand in front of her mouth. I can hear it in her mind. Crap. You've done goofed now, Izumi! My ears heard everything. Your inner feelings cannot be hidden from me. See, that text did make your teens a bit happy. You ought to be more honest with yourself, child.
違うわよ。なんで私があんたのメールで嬉しくならないといけないのよ。全然嬉しくなんかなかったんだからね。
You silly little lassie.
うっさいバカバカ。でもまた送るって言うならまた読んでやらなくもないわよ。っていうか送りなさいよ。1日100通。
That's a bit much. That's a bit much. Shut up! Fuck off. All the bickering made lunchtime quite enjoyable. Spending time alone with Izumi wasn't so bad. It's pretty fun, actually. Most of the time, Torakichi and Tsubame aren't with us, so we rarely ever get opportunities like these. Hope we can have lunch alone again someday. Though I do feel for all the other people up here who had to deal with the ruckus we made.
あ、来ましたよ。兄さん。まったく、どれだけ待たせるんだよ君は。遅い。
Some reason Hikaru and Hekiru are my sisters at the location we agreed to meet at. Why are you two here?
たまたま校門でハンリたちに会ったんだよ。泉のお店に行くの？アンズたちに聞いた。
Yeah, I'm gonna go see how she's doing. This is related to our conversation from last night. Since Izumi's busy, we just have to visit her on our own time. Anzu and Anri agreed as soon as I proposed the idea to them.
私も行く。もちろん僕も一緒だ。
You sure? You don't have any modeling shoots to do?
うん。今日は雑誌の撮影があるはずだった。でもヘキルがと泉の店に行きたい。パンもふもふ食べたい。って言うんだから仕方ないだろ。全部君のせいだぞ。
What in tarnation? I protest her accusation in Torakichi style. It's almost comical.
さん、早く行きましょう。私もアンズも今日はさんがおごってくださるということで、お昼はかなり軽めにしました。準備は万端です。
Oh boy. Oh, come on. How much are you planning on eating? Oni-chan's a little shocked at your gluttony, Anri.
私は10個はいけます。
What? You don't want to spoil your dinner, girls, so try not to eat too terribly much, okay? I have to persuade my sisters, otherwise I'll be a broke man at the end of this month.
ああ、確かにそうですね。
Anri otherwise is sense to my point. Crisis averted.
なら、残りはお土産にしてもらいましょう。アンズ、ナイスアイディアです。
Oh, come on now! Why'd she have to open a big mouth? Damn it all! But I still love Yanzu. Yuto's experiencing inner turmoil right now. Ah! This poor Oni-chan clutches his head and cries out in agony.
もちろん僕たちの分もおごってくれるんだろう。のおごりでみんなでデート。
Now Hekiru and Hikaru are jumping in on this.
滝。
And now Hekiru just lashed onto my arm. You gotta stop doing that.
どうして？
Why? I mean, we're going to the bakery where Izumi works.
へえ、泉にこういうところ見られるとまずいのかな？
Damn it all, she's grinning like a witch over there! She's currently waiting for my response. Response to Hekiru, of course. With regards to the marriage promise, いや、ヘキル
ちゃん、また兄さんに甘えてずるいです。私も甘えちゃいます。
What? You're doing this too now?
両手に花で羨ましいですね。さんこの野郎。
Your smile be scaring me, Henry.
ゆうとさんってば人におごるのがそんなに好きなんですか。いいでしょう。なら今日はお尻の毛までむしってあげます。喜んでくださいね。
I'm sorry, I'm sorry! I frantically shrug off Anzu and Heikito and apologize to Andari. Oh, great. My economic collapse is now an inevitability. Ah, damn it. Now that there's no changing it, I might as well let loose. I'm gonna eat so much bread, Izumi will be speechless. I'm gonna stuff my face. Alright, we'll have a bread feast tonight, girls. Today, girls, follow after me. Take long, exaggerated strides, lumbering along.
ゆう素敵。器が大きい。背中に頼もしい男性を感じる。いや、僕にはしょぼくれて見えるんだが。哀愁？
It's hard being a man.
いらっしゃいま。
Halfway through her greeting, Izumi sees that it's me and her sweet tone changes to one of pure and utter disgust. Come on, that hurts. Wow, what kind of employee says to a customer?
やっほー、泉さん。お邪魔します。高倉姉妹。僕たちもいるよ。泉のメイドさん。何度見ても可愛い。光とヘキルまで。どうしたのよ、こんな大人数で。
Her eyes then abruptly light up. She must have had some sort of light bulb go off in her head.
私が汗水流して働いてる様子を笑いに来たのね。このブルジョワジーどもね。
Oh no. She's going to rise up for the proletariat. There, fucking god, can't. Hard word to say. What? I couldn't be further from the truth.
ユウタ、お金があんたを腐らせてしまったのよ。
She points her finger accusingly at my nose. You're wounding me, Izumi dear. Ah, how stupid are you? So now I want to flip the table in front of me. Are we not allowed to come visit our friend at her workplace while she's on the job? Stop spouting those nonsensical accusations, guide us to the VIP seats and serve us like your life depends on it. Chop chop. Ain't one of those crazy demanding customers. Ah!
いやいやいや、アンリ大変です。兄さんが893の人みたいです。ユウトさん、すでに十分嫌なお客さんなんですけど。ユウ、男らしい。君たちはほんとバカだな。
Yeah, I'm with Hikaru on this.
あ、なんか店が騒がしいと思ったら泉ちゃんの友達か。
The one comes over upon hearing our voices. Oh, hello there, man. Sorry for the ruckus.
すみません。
Izumi and I bow our heads.
いいっていいって。今は他にお客もいないしね。仲のいい男の子が来てくれるとテンション上がるよね。わかるわかる。
私別にユウトと仲良くなんかありませんよ。ほら、ユウトもなんか言いなさいよ。
Thank you for always taking such good care of my Izumi, ma'am.
あんた何言っちゃってくれちゃってるのよ。死なすわよ。ちょっとドキドキしたけど。
Are you mad or embarrassed? Make up your mind. Izumi's just being, well, typical Izumi.
はいはい。じゃあ泉ちゃん、うちの VIP 席にお客様をご案内して。
What? You guys legitimately have a VIP section?
あそこの奥の席よ。景色もいいし、テーブルも大きめなの。一応、うちで一番いい席ってことになってるわ。
Oh, okay.
じゃあ、高倉姉妹も鏡姉妹もいらっしゃい。
Izumi beckons the girls to VIP seats. Huh? What about me?
あんたは、あの西日が無駄に差し込んで、窮屈なぼっち席に勝手に行けばいいのよ。
What? I call sexism!
うっさい！ VIP 席は4人掛けなのよ。お兄ちゃんなんだから我慢しなさい。
Bullying is so uncool! At least show me to a regular table. Actually, let me rephrase that. Please show me the one. I'm begging you.
真似すんな
Childhood friend subjects me to a flurry of light, harmless punches.
兄さんとっても楽しそうです。そうですね。 喧嘩するほど仲がいいってこのことなんですね。いいなぁ。私も言うとポカポカしたい。暖かそう。いや、あれは暖かくないからね、ヘキル。英語の予習、これくらいでいいかな。
I toss my mechanical pencil on top of my notebook and stretch in my chair. To be entirely honest, it's tough studying after finishing work. Here I am, physically exhausted to the point of not wanting to do anything. I'd have to whip myself and force knowledge into my brain. Push aside my yearning for sleep, sit up straight, and glue my eyes to the textbook in front of me. Honestly, I'm starting to fight pretty hard against my biological instincts. Still,
頑張らないと。
I'll lose my scholarship if my grades slip, which would worry my mother, and I don't want to put any undue stress on her shoulders. For me, Yuibashi Izumi, it's imperative that I juggle both work and school at the same time.
負けないんだからね。
I clench my fists. I also need to keep working hard so I can stay at the same school as Yuto.
泉、いい？
Oh, it's Mom. I wonder what she needs. She's supposed to be leaving soon for a night shift at the hospital.
いいよ。どうしたの？
夕食の時言えばよかったんだけど忘れてたわ。これお前によ。
Mom smiles and hands me a small package.
もしかしておじさんから？
ええ、そうみたいね。
Celebrate like a little kid as I take the package from her. Another present from my anonymous foster father. It's been a while since the last one. About 3 months.
じゃあね、なるべく早くお休みよ。
おやすみなさい。
Answer as I carefully open the package. The wrapping is very pretty and has a cute red ribbon. He's wrapped all of his gifts to me in the same way ever since I was a little girl. I guess that's just a guy thing.
かわいい。
His gift this time is a pendant. It's made of silver and designed in the shape of a 4-leaf clover. In the middle is a small red gem-like object. Looks really expensive. Is this real silver? A real gemstone?
まさかね。
No matter how kind-hearted he is, there's no way he'd spent this much money on a girl he's never met. It's gotta be some kind of knockoff. But even so, I'm glad. You remembered my birthday.
おじさん、ありがとう。
He's been there for me as long as I can recall. He sends me these gifts, yes, but he's also written tons of supportive letters to me. I've asked for his advice on a number of different issues. Things about life and future education, and occasionally even consulted him about love. Each and every time he'd respond earnestly and sincerely. Sometimes his replies would even go beyond 20 pages. Can't stop myself from crying as I think back on everything he's done for me. It really is no exaggeration to say that he saved me.
いつか会ってちゃんとお礼したいな。
I have to do that. I know he would never give me his own address, but I'm determined to find him when I become an adult. I want to meet him and thank him from the bottom of my heart. That's my only desire. A bit belatedly, I noticed that there's a little card in the box with the pendant. Pick it up and read it.
ハッピーバースデー、泉ちゃん。君がどうか、これからも大切なものを見失わず、まっすぐ、健やかに成長してくれることを願うよ。お母さんと仲良く。どうか幸せに。足長おじさんより。おじさん。ってあれ ?PS、意中の彼とは少しは仲良くなれたのかな。
My face suddenly heats up as I read his question. It's obviously asking about you two.
もうおじさんたらもう意中の彼ってストレートすぎ恥ずかしいじゃない。
Thinking in my bed holding the pendant. The boy I have a crush on, Takakura Yuto. I wonder what he's doing right now.
言うと
My chest aches from just uttering his name. I've had special feelings for him ever since we were little. No, I will admit, I was a little mean to him back then.
あの頃から私素直じゃなかったな。でも私本当はあの時から
I've been in love with him. Madly in love. I love him more than anyone in the world. And there's no doubt in my mind that no one loves him more than I do.
私ずっとユウトが好きだったんだよ。アンズやアンリ、ヘキルにも負けないくらい、ツバメにだって負けない。
When did it begin, really? Did I start to like him the more we played together? Or was it because he stood up for me when I was wondering if Anza was being bullied? Or perhaps it was because I noticed how cool he was when we acted together. I doubt it's any one of them. At the same time, they're all correct. I don't remember when it started, nor do I care about the reason behind it. If I knew it, he was always on my mind.
ユウト、
My heart thumps loudly. Oh, that just sucks. I feel so lonely all of a sudden.
ユウト、ユウト、
I hug my pillow tight. I clutch it, imagining it's Yuto.
好きなの。
I can't take it anymore. I'm sorry, Yuto. I'm sorry for being such a dirty dog. Sorry for being such a dirty girl. Not a second later, I move my hands inside my pants. Oh, yep. Yep. She's going to town on herself. See you after the H scene. Alright, she appears to be done. She's a fucking mega bottom. Like, this H scene included lines like, break me, I wouldn't mind being broken by him, and her admitting to the fact that she was fantasizing about Yuto pinning her arms above her head and licking her armpit, no matter how many times she asks him to stop. And then she had the full male experience because the moment she was done with masturbating, she was filled with self-loathing. Listen, there's a meaning why there's like the whole meme of like girls after they masturbate just like completely refreshed and just prancing around outside again after their cleanup, and then the dudes just sitting there as if they fucking died inside. For the dudes, for the men after they masturbate side. Anyways, also she has been doing this for fucking ages apparently. She has never once inserted her fingers, however, because she wants to preserve it for Yuto. And now she has decided that she would no longer schlick. The fantasies are still alright, though, she says. Anyways, despite my weak will, I finally get up.
ユイバシ泉。オナキンしてイライラしてユウトに当たったり可愛くないことを言うのは絶対に NG。明日から綺麗な体になって素直で純情な女の子に生まれ変わるのよ。
I vow to be a maiden.
よし、泉頑張る。でも我慢するのは明日からだし、今日はもう一回ぐらいいいよ。
Yeah, I'll put in the effort starting tomorrow. Listen, better safe than sorry. The CG might come back. It didn't, but it could have come back. Oh, surely ye jest, young maiden. Lord Magistrate, I beg for thy mercy.
ゆうとさんたち朝から何をやってるんですか？
It's the weekend. My little sisters and I are pretending to be characters out of a historical drama in the living room after breakfast. It's a little slice of life representing an ordinary morning at the Takakura household. This little slice of life representing an ordinary morning at the Takakura household is the picture of a peaceful, relaxing Saturday. Then, at that point,
ユウト、俺は決めた。すぐに用意をしろ。出かけるぞ。
What? I cocked my head, confused by Dad's sudden statement.
パパ、兄さんは今私がモフモフ中です。後にしてください。
In an unusual display of anger towards Dad, Anzu scowls at him.
いや、いくらアンズの頼みでもこれだけは譲れん。っていうかアンズ、モフモフしたかったらぜひこのパパに。
パパはほっぺがザラザラだから嫌です。
Listen, you just gotta treat your beard right, and it'll be soft as fucking sheep's pelt. Alright? And with that kind of like baby shit that he's got going on, no way that's gonna be the case for him. But yeah, my beard can be annoying occasionally when it's being defiant as it is right now because I really need to get another shave. Or we'll all just need to go to the barber. Yeah, usually you won't really notice your beard getting really annoying if you take frequent care of it.
Papa, shock.
Dad breaks down into tears. What a sad sight.
お父さん、
おお、代わりにアンリタンがモフモフして。
この身に何があっても絶対しません。
She declares to him in the most threatening tone possible.
パパ、もう立ち直れない。
He starts crying again. This is getting worrying.
モフモフではなくて、ゆうとさんをどこに連れて行くのか教えてください。
うん、その話か、娘よ。
His expression reverts to normal instantly. That was a quick recovery. I'm stunned by how fleeting his emotions are.
ユウト、お前、今日から社会勉強を始めろ。
Society?
そうだ。
Society.
将来会社組織に入った時、きっとお前の役に立つ。
But I'm already learning business administration from Shion.
そういう机上で学ぶ知識も必要だが、世の中にはもっと必要なものがある。それは経験だ。
Huh.
そうだ。社会に出る前に一度自分の手で金を稼ぐんだ。その経験はきっとお前にとってプラスになる。そうは思わないか？
I mean, sure. I grew up in an orphanage, but after being adopted into the Takakura family, I lived a life free from poverty. However, that life was something handed to me. For all accounts, the livelihood I have is something that's supposed to be earned. That's something I learned from being constantly hungry back when I lived at the orphanage. Okay, I'll do it, Dad. I want to re-experience that hunger. That's why I sent his suggestion.
よし。それでこそ俺の息子だ。じゃあ、ついてこい。
He grins haughtily and heads for the door. Can you tell me where I'm going to be working first?
心配するな、マイさん。これ以上ないくらい素晴らしい職場だ。きっとお前も気に入る。なんといっても、ユウトの気になるあの子のいるところなのだからな。
What?
兄さんの気になる人？
Either way, I ended up following Dad. We briskly walk along a route I frequently take. By this point in time, I've more or less figured out where we were going.
さあ、ここだ、マイさん。
Yep, I knew it. Where did Dad triumphantly take me to, you ask? Bakery.
なんであんたたちがここにいるのよ！
The workplace, as promised.
私はこれから仕事があるの。あんたたちと遊んでる暇はないの。ほら、これあげるから帰りなさい。
She holds out 2 pieces of candy. We're not little kids. No, wait, you misunderstand Izumi, my friend. I'm actually working here too. This is my first day.
泉君、優斗のことをよろしく頼むぞ。
Please show me the ropes, Yuribashi-senpai. Both father and son beam at her and give thumbs up. But my dear Yuribashi does not return my kindness. I'm so sad.
だいたいお金持ちのあんたがどうしてここでバイトするのよ。嫌がらせね。
I hear sounds. What sounds do I hear? I've discovered the source of the sounds that I hear.
金持ちが庶民を笑いに来たのね。獅子。
Ashes sprinkled on my grave. Why are you so mean to me, senpai?
違う違う。泉たんが変な人に何かされないか心配で心配で。だから、優斗をボディーガードとして。好きだー
That appears to have become infatuated with Izumi's maid look.
抱きついてこないでください。ユウト、この変な人何とかしてよ。
Why are you trying to protect... Why are you trying to protect her from yourself, Dad? I managed to restrain him by biting his arms behind his back.
話すのだ、マイさん。
Take that. She owns legendary bind of hell. Alright, the target has been successfully apprehended. Good work, me.
息子が息子なら親も親ね。まったく大変な変態なんだから。
What? I may be a pervert, but I'm no filthy pervert. I have to object to that in order to protect my Warner.
優斗、お前、ユニコと書いて、なんてこと。パパは悲しいぞ。
ああ、もうあんたたち一体何なのよ。
The storage room echoes with Yuibashi's sorrowful cries. And in the case, the owner already gave the go-ahead to work here, so there was nothing that could be done. And thus, I'm the new hire, Takakura Yuto, at your service. From today on, I'm a hard-working part-timer. Yubashi, I will do my very best to follow your instructions and learn my job quickly. Fire myself up and bow at a right angle to her. However, she just stares at me in silence, or rather glares at me in silence. Yubashi?
うっさい。ユイバシ先輩言うな。背中がムズムズして気持ち悪いのよ。他人行儀なのはやめて。
Alright, then Izumi-tan. So I decided to address her as casually as can be.
ぶっ飛ばすわよ。もしくは叩くわよ。
Ow, ow, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry! Must have gone too far, she's already hitting me despite just threatening to.
もうしょうがないから面倒見てあげるけど。
Yes, ma'am. She yields, albeit with a sigh. I always knew Izumi was a nice girl deep down.
あんた接客なんてしたことあるの？経験は？
Absolutely none. I boast proudly.
イボンナ！もうこうなったら開店までの時間特訓よ。いい？あと30分で私があんたを一人前のレジ係にしてあげるから。どんなに厳しくても耐えるのよ。私についてきなさい。
Yes, ma'am, let's do this!
いっぱーって何乗せてんのよ。やめてよ、面白いじゃない。
I think she liked that joke. After that, my intensive training began.
こんにちは。
Izumi wears a warm smile as she imitates a customer entering the store. Hey, hey, come on in.
幼なじみストレート。
I receive a full power punch from my childhood friend, sending me flying into the air before I fall flat onto the ground. Wow, why did you randomly punch me, Izumi? That wasn't mean. Violence is not the answer. Ban all punching. A boo in response.
うっさい。ここは寿司屋じゃないの。 らっしゃいじゃないわよ。パンやなめんな。
I just feel like using the same old greeting over and over gets kind of stale after a while. What's wrong with spicing it up?
ど素人がオリジナリティなんて出さなくていいの。もっと普通にやりなさい。普通に。はい、テイク2よ。
Maid Izumi stomps outside again in a huff. Man, I don't see why she has to go to all the way out there every time. She's taking this a little way too seriously.
こんにちは。
Again, with an almost smile, customer Maid Izumi enters the store. To a bakery. I interact normally with a smile this time. With my vigorous theater training in the drama club, coupled with my superb social skills, manning the register at a bakery is a cinch. I'll show Izumi how awesome I truly am. She'll be spellbound by my flawless performance.
今日はどのパンがおすすめですか？
Oh, Izumi is really getting into our role. Of course, I accept your challenge. Oh yes, let me tell you about our specials for the day. We have some lovely booby bread modeled from our very own Yuibashi Izumi's breasts.
ギャラクティカ幼馴染マグナム。
He's dead. Stop the shaking, please. Oof! Fly into a tailspin with a kaboom, hit the roof, and crashed back down. The punch seen around the world.
私がそんな恥ずかしいもん作るか。ふざけないでよ言うとぶっ飛ばすわよ。
You just did! In fact, you couldn't have clobbered me harder! I rub my sore cheek as I spring back up. Thank goodness I'm rather sturdy.
今日は休業にした方がいいかな。
The owner mutters under her breath as she watches our exchange. Her concern is well-founded. Then we arrive at opening time. It's time for me to put what I've learned to the test, and surprisingly, I'm a little nervous.
ああ、ゆうと、そんなに硬い顔してないで。もっと笑顔で。スマイル、スマイル。
Okay. Try my best to raise the corners of my mouth.
うわ、
Hey, what was that for?
少々はよしなさいよ。
I'm not sneering. Damn it, I thought I'd managed a perfect welcoming smile. A little
す
depressing.
みません。
ほらゆうと、お客さんよ。
Welcome to the bakery, ma'am. Urged on by Izumi, I put on my best smile and greet her. The challenge is here. It's time to prove my mettle as a part-time worker.
野菜サンドとアイスティー。ここで食べてきます。
That's either a melon bread or an entire loaf of bread on her tray, along with what looks to be a cake. Don't lie to me. Absolutely, I'll show you to your seat right away, ma'am. Your total comes out to 590 yen.
はい、どうぞ。ねえねえ君、新しいバイトくん？
Oh lord, something is happening. Huh? Oh yes, I'm Takakura Yuto, and today is my first day on the job.
硬くなってかわいい。ねえねえ、しばらく続けるの？
Yes, that's the plan.
そうなんだ。やったー。この店に来る楽しみが増えたかな。
Thank you very much. She's a fairly talkative person. Is she a regular?
でさ、高倉くんは今彼女いるの？
Huh? Not really.
そうなんだ。じゃあ今度。
おはん、おはん、おはん。お客様、準備ができましたので、どうぞお席の方に。
Izumi stands holding a tray with a business smile plastered across her face. There's a slight twitch in her smile, though.
あ、残念。タイムアップか。高倉くん、またね。
The woman waves and walks inside the dining area. Izumi follows after her, her skirt fluttering all along the way. After she puts the tray on the table, she briskly walks back to me and says, Izumi approaches me at an angle where the lady can't see and punches me in the stomach. Hello, what the hell was that for? I protest with my eyes since the customer's present. What were you flirting with that woman for, you perv? You're so gross. That's how I interpret the look she's giving me, at least. Man, what an awful experience. Rub my abdomen with tears in my
こん
eyes.
にちは。
ああ、腹減ったぜ。
Crap people are entering in droves. The business here at Hibino Bakery is really booming on the weekend.
ほらユウト、お客さんこれからどんどん来るわよ。気合い入れなさい。
Alright, welcome to our bakery. Okay, 3 croquette sandwiches. We'll have that ready short.
あ、ちょっとユウト、クロワッサンはさっき品切れって言ったでしょ。
Huh? Sorry, forgot.
もう、しっかりしなさいよね。
Huh? Today's specials? I'll personally recommend Izumi's booby bread.
私のじゃないわよ。っていうか今日は作ってないし。
Crap. Our specialty is actually the ham sandwich. I'm so sorry about that.
もう。
Izumi, we've got a problem.
何？
We're out of change. Wait here while I go to the bank.
ああ、こら、レジほっといていかないの。ちゃんと用意してあるから。あと、休日は銀行お休みでしょ。
Oh, right. Actually, I lied. I found some more change right here. Teehee.
もう。
Listen, you don't get to complain that much. This is his fucking first day. First day is for making mistakes. My entire first day on the job is basically consisted of me creating problems for Izumi. I was very naive to think working at a bakery would be a piece of cake. I apologize.
もう。そうじゃない。
I'm sorry!
何度教えたらわかるのよ、このバカチン。
Please forgive me, senpai.
歯を食いしば
Violence is not the answer! Preach pacifism! Today provided one thing and one thing only. I, Takakura Yuto, am the most incompetent part-time worker on the planet. No, it's your fucking first day. You're gonna fucking make mistakes. I feel like crying. Actually, I think I will cry. Yours truly, one very disgraced Takakura Yuto. After work finishes, I sit in the storage room, hanging my head lifelessly.
こんなとこで泉たんはんはって恥ずかしいからやめてよ。でもちょっとだけ嬉しいかも。
I was not panting in a sexual sense. Those were just normal sighs. I give it immediate comeback. I want to be getting horny at my workplace.
落ち込んでる？どうしてよ？
She stares at me blankly. Should be pretty obvious. I didn't do crap today. You basically had to cover for my screw-ups time and time again. There's no need to point it out now.
ああ、なんだ。そんなことか。言うと繊細すぎる。別に気にしなくていいのに。
What? Why shouldn't I be concerned about my performance? I came here to work, yet all I'm doing is creating more work for you. I'm pretty much useless.
じゃあ、聞くけどね、言うと。
Her lips curl and she smiles at me. It's a tender, accepting smile. A smile that instantly makes the person seeing it feel like they're experiencing motherly love. I unconsciously find myself charmed by that smile.
店長は仕事が終わった後、一度でも言うとを責めた？
Huh? No, she just thanked me.
私も仕事が終わった後、言うとを責めてないでしょ？
No?
だから、そういうことよ。誰も言うとを悪くなんて思ってないの。そりゃ仕事だから仕事中は叱るわよ。でもそれは早く仕事を覚えてもらいたいからよ。私だって最初は先輩たちにいっぱい迷惑かけたわよ。
Huh? What? Even a veteran part-timer like you?
当たり前でしょ。誰だって最初からうまくいくもんですか。
Except for geniuses, though. Filthy idiots. Sorry.
迷惑かけて当たり前。ユウトはハードルを高くしすぎなのよ。私は今、昔自分がお世話になった分、ユウトの面倒を見てるのよ。だから、いつかはユウトが後輩の世話をしてあげなさい。そうやって世話をしたりされたりして、世の中を回ってるんじゃない？でしょ、ユウト。
I've just learned an invaluable lesson. Expecting everything to go right on my very first day is purely unrealistic. I should just obediently listen and learn. Then I can pass down that wisdom to the person who comes after me. That's how society functions. You're absolutely right. Man, you're way more mature than I am. You've earned mad respect from me, seriously.
何を急にそんな風に。もう照れちゃうじゃない。やめてよ、もっと言って。
She holds her cheeks with both palms and shakes side to side. I'm gonna call you Madam Izumi from now on.
呼ぶな。
Instant retort, while resorting to jokes is what we always do when we get embarrassed. Well, I look forward to working with you from here on out. Yuibashi-san, bye.
はいはい、わかったのよ、後輩。あ、そうだ、ちょっと待ってて。
After saying that, she leaves the staff room in a hurry.
お待たせ。
After a few seconds, she returns.
はい、これ。
Is this for me? She plates the fish sandwich and a cup of coffee before me.
私、玄関のお掃除まだだった。じゃあね。
Wait! I'm not supposed to be doing that with her. Huh? Only after she's gone do I notice the message written in the coffee. It's latte art. Let's do our best together. Together. Wow. That really cheered me up. Yeah, let's work hard together, Izumi. I slowly sipped the coffee she made for me. It's a very soothing taste. Why show me the sky only to go back to the office and then transition to Izumi's room? Later that evening, I've been in my room grinning to myself all night. If someone walked in on me right now, they'd be totally weirded out. I'm grinning like an idiot. I can tell that without even looking in a mirror. Just can't stop doing it.
ユウトが今日から毎日。
Me and him are working together. I'm so lucky. What this basically means is...
毎日私とたくさん一緒にいる。泉、これってどうするんだい？俺わからないよ。もうユウトったらしょうがないわね。ここはこうするのよ。ありがとう泉。俺もう泉なしじゃ生きていけないよ。抱き。ああ、ダメよユウト。こんなとこでエッチなんだから。
There's no end in sight for my fantasies.
チャンスきたー！
Bang, 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 bang. I'm so giddy I shut out and start banging on my desk repeatedly. I'm ecstatic, I'm jumping for joy. Then I throw myself onto my bed. You promised you wouldn't do it anymore. I kissed the pillow I always use as a substitute for Yuto. I don't know how many times I've kissed him like this in my fantasies. First time was many years ago, back when I was a little kid. I've had these desires for that long. I wanted to kiss him so badly. She is down bad.
ユウト、もっとキスしてよ。
Talk to him in a seductive voice that I can't even believe it myself. I'm a little ashamed, but I can't stop myself now. Her panties are already soaking, and that's just from her thinking about him, apparently. No, I gotta stop doing that, she says. I chastise myself over and over, biting the back of my hand. Masturbating to him serves no purpose. It hasn't even been a week since I pledged to stop. The first few days are easy. This is where the challenge really starts. I really can't, she says. I lay face down, hugging my pillow and thrashing my legs around. I have to think of something else to distract myself. But if I'm gonna be spending more time with him now, that means I'll be thinking about him more, she says. In other words, she says, an increase in time I spend in contact with you to it leads to an increased desire to fantasize. Leads to masturbation. Wait, hold up. Less time spent in contact with you two leads to a strong increase in desire to fantasize. Leads to masturbation. Huh? Am I basically doomed either way? So as long as Yuto exists, I can't avoid it. And she's back at it!
少しだけ。
See you afterwards! She appears to be done now, and this line is just, it's perfection. Now Now here comes all the self-loathing. Woohoo! Feels empty, so sad, so pitiful. These feelings are the only thing I don't think I'll ever get used to.
好きな人とするならそうじゃないのかな。うん。一人ぼっちは寂しいよ。
I'm also
言うと。
blocked this again just to be safe. And I want to touch myself again. This time imagining a situation where Yuto's gentle with me should do the trick. Hehehe.
じゃなくって。
Wait, no, she says.
我慢我
What
慢。
factors her disease in me?
私
I've
は
got to learn how to show
少し
more
我慢
restraint.
することを覚えな
She
いと。
says, masturbating too much isn't good. I wouldn't be able to walk through town without being pointed at, laughed at, and called Master Girl. Or Master Lady, since I'm not a little girl. That sounds kind of dumb, though.
とりあえず今日分かったことは無理に我慢するのよくない。リバウンド怖い。本能の赴くままに生きろ。
Right. It's important to accept those parts of yourself.
好き好き好き好き好き好き好き。
I hug my pillow, Yuto, as I vent to my heart's content.
早く気づいてよ。言うとそうじゃないと私。
Oh yeah, the H scene was actually like a proper CG that's not her lying on bed. Namely, it was because she fantasized about him having his way with her and teasing her in the middle of the like just in the back area of the bakery during work hours. So there was actually CG for that. I'll really become a master lady. Stop that. And it's the start of a new week.
いってらっしゃいませ。
行ってきま
See you later. That's a normal school day. Leave the house alongside my two little sisters. The beautiful April skies are 100% clear. Just the sight of it already puts me in a good mood. I feel like skipping among the fresh, verdant greenery.
兄さん兄さん。
Wahaha! Come hither, dear sister.
ちょっと二人とも恥ずかしいですから。あ、ゆうだ。やあみんな、おはよう。ゆう、抱いて、フォールドミー。
え？
ちょっと、朝から何を口走ってるんですか？
Did she just say fold me? What? Me and the two pairs of cute twins mess around. We arrive at school before we know it. Hey guys! Enter the room feeling jolly, my teeth twinkling. I'm tip-top form. But suddenly...
岩倉くん、
泉の書生になったってほんまか？
になったの？
Some moronic rumors have already spread. What? Heck no! I deny them all categorically. Who told you that, Torakichi?
せやけどさっきまで泉が。
そう、ゆうたは昨日から私の職場に配属されたの。もうそこで私の見事な働きぶりにすっかり感心しちゃって、感動しちゃって、心酔しちゃって。自分ゆいばし先輩マジ尊敬しますから、マジ何でも命令してください。ジークイズミン。
I feel like that last one is a bit inappropriate.
なんて言い出しちゃって、もう私困っちゃう。おほほほほほほ。
って言うてたで。
That's a wild misinterpretation of what actually happened. Enough for me to sue for slander. Objection, Your Honor. She always lets any sort of praise get to her head. I'll have to have a word with her. Dead. Izumi! Where are you, Izumi? You've been summoned, Yuibashi! Scan over the classroom like a hawk.
こそこそ。こそこそ。
Ha! you are! Ah! I acted out the lead, grab Izumi by the scruff of her neck, target acquired. I called a wild Izumi.
取られたぞ教室の端っこにいたのね
Now, Miss Izumi, would you care to explain yourself? Why, oh why, were you spreading those lies?
それは
If you're going to maintain silence, I might have to punish you. Sexually. Wanna speak now? Put on a vulgar grin and poke her cheek like an evil boss.
エッチなお仕置きってどんなのかちょっと知りたい
What?
ってそんなわけあるかい
I'm glad she's finally spunk enough to play along with my jokes first thing in the morning. She's feeling spunk enough.
別に大して嘘ついてないもんほんのちょこーっと持っただけだもん
You call Sieg Azumin a teensy embellishment? What are you, stupid?
うるさいもう面倒見てやんないぞバカバカ
Wow, talk about abuse of power!
高倉くんとゆいばしさんってほんと仲いいね
せやな。もともと夫婦みたいな感じやったけど、バイト先も同じや言うし。そのせいか、ますます親密になった気がするわ。な、ツバメ。あ？どないしたんや？
なんでもないよそうだねゆうくんと泉ちゃん最近すごく仲いいね
ツバメ、自分。
The day goes on and eventually school is out.
ゆうとバイト行くわよ早くしなさい
Yeah. You both head to the battlefield, Hibi no bakery.
いらっしゃいませはい400円のお返しになりますありがとうございましたドリンクはアイスティーですね少々お待ちください
A hard-working part-timer Izumi is fighting her heart out on the front lines again today. Moving around the restaurant with the most efficient pathing, she smoothly and comfortably serves the customers with a smile. Damn, you're amazing, Izumi.
ゆうと手が止まってる3番テーブルのお客さんに野菜サンドとアイスティー
Sorry, I'll get right to that. I get back to work and rush off with their order. Sorry about the wait. Here's your sauce sandwich and iced tea. Can't hold a candle to her veteran skills, but then again, it's only my second day on the job. I gotta do what I can to make improvements. Damn it all.
はいはい引きずらない引きずらない
We walked down the sidewalk side by side after getting off work. Today was another day full of screw-ups. Talking is hard. I gave it incorrect amount of change twice and got 3 orders wrong. Having perished on the battlefield on a total of 5 times means I'm still a complete amateur. And I was hoping I'd be able to do better.
何言ってんのゆうとはもう立派にやれてるって今日2日目だよそれであんだけできればすごいじゃん店長だって褒めてたしいい子が入ってくれたってほらほら元気出して後輩背中曲げんな胸を張れ
She gently pats my back. It's obvious that I don't usually think about it, but Izumi's just genuinely a nice person. Whenever I screw up, she's always coming to my aid. Hearing her tell me to hang in there with a smile always lifts my spirits. It's like a spell, some sort of healing magic. You're really nice, you know that. I consciously let that slip, probably due to the effects of that spell. As expected, my childhood friend's face goes red as a beet in an instant.
あんた一体何言っちゃってくれちゃってるのよからかうのはやめてよもう
She puffs up petulantly. It's a very adorable expression. I wasn't trying to tease you. Normally I'd just segue this into some sort of joke, but that would be the end of it. But right now, it doesn't feel like the time for that. I wonder why. Probably because I truly believe that she's a caring, kind-hearted person. And I wanted to let her know that. That's the kind of thing you should tell someone. And then stop walking.
急に黙ってどうしたの
Izumi stops too after noticing. I'm not teasing you, really. It's only been 2 days, but I feel like I've really come to understand that from working with you. It can be rude and annoying, and sometimes you even bop me on the head or something. But I get the feeling you just do that to hide your embarrassment. Deep down, you actually care about helping other people a lot. You can take my word for it. You're amazing, Izumi. I'm a #1 fan. Throw my hands in the air and shout out loud. I don't care if all the other people in the vicinity give us weird looks. Always compliment someone when you can, especially girls. Dad often said that to me.
言うと
Izumi stands there blushing while staring vacantly at me for a bit, then looks up to meet my gaze. She says...
バカ
She softly mutters that under her breath.
まったくもうほんとバカなんだから
She pouts, looks away, and walks on without me. But I immediately run after and catch up to her. We continue walking in silence for a while. The mood is a little awkward. I think I screwed up there. Did I embarrass her? Maybe she's seriously pissed at me now. Thought of her being upset with me. I really don't want that. Hey, Izumi. Speak up, wanting to break the silence.
何
She looks over at me with a slight bit of trepidation. Did you get a present from your anonymous foster father again this year?
ああうん今年はペンダントをくれたわ
Oh really? Thought he'd only ever given you stuffed animals before.
うんもしかしたら手紙で相談したからそれをつけてデート
The date?
なんでもないわ
She blushes and looks away hastily. I've known about her foster father, the birthday presents she gets from him for some time now. She herself would gleefully tell me about them every year. Occasionally she'd boast. I understand where that joy comes from. I received Christmas presents from a foster father when I was at the orphanage too. Getting toys wasn't what made me happy. It was the thought that someone out there actually cared about us. It kind of restored my faith in humanity. I was able to believe the people in this world were much kinder than I thought.
おじさんには本当に感謝しないとね毎年欠かさずお手紙くれるんだもん
Yeah. She smiles joyfully as she thinks about the letters she receives from him. But what about me? Izumi, is there anything particular you'd like for a birthday present? I want to make her smile like that too.
もしかして気を使わせちゃったでもいいわよそんな無理しないでもあんただってお小遣いがそんなに多いわけじゃないんでしょ吉臣さんそういうの厳しそうだし
Well, you're right. I don't, but I do have a part-time job. So I want to give you something if I can.
バカねダメよそんなのせっかくのバイト代でしょユウタが好きなものを買いなさい
She makes a very reasonable argument, but I've known her for a long time. She's just trying to be polite. You can't shut her up when we are messing around, but when we have these more frank conversations, it's hard to get her to say what she feels. She really should open up more. What's wrong with accepting something from me? We're friends, aren't we? Maybe birthday presents aren't something friends do. I'd have to be with a boyfriend.
ねえユウト
She speaks up, interrupting my thoughts.
本当に私の好きなものくれる
She glances bashfully at me. Huh? Yeah, of course.
絶対
Sure.
絶対の絶対
Absolutely anything.
絶対の絶対の絶対の
Please trust me, Izumi. I almost want to weep at her blatant distrust of me, her childhood friend. Sorry.
分かったわ
She pauses for a second, then looks up and meets my gaze resolutely. I stop and give her my attention.
じゃあねユウト私
Her face reddens before my eyes. Actually, not just her face. She's completely red from the neck up. Even her little ears, everything.
私一度だけでいいからユウトと二人きりで
Oh no?
二人きりで
A day. Her mouth opens again and again as she tries to finish the word. Eventually I see tears starting to faintly well up in her eyes. It's so sweet. Not surprisingly, I know what she's trying to ask me. She's done enough work, it's time for me to answer. Izumi,
ごめん、やっぱ無理。っていうか、なんでもない。
What? She's backing out after coming this far?
また明日。おやすみ。
She abruptly ends the conversation and takes off down the sidewalk. Holy hell, she's fast. She's already 20 meters ahead of me. Wait up, I was gonna walk you home! Call out to her.
近いから平気平気。あんたこそ気をつけて帰りなさいよ。じゃあね。
After saying that, she turns back around and runs off. Damn, we're almost there. Wait, what? Almost there as in... What was I going to tell her? The answer forms immediately in my heart. I never realized it, but I guess I really do like her. Good night, Izumi. I stand there for a while, staring in the direction she took off, and watch her petite frame weave its way through the crowds till it disappears. As I got back to my room, I'd just been groaning to myself incessantly. I haven't changed or anything.
もう少しでユウトをデートに誘うところだった。危ない危ない。
The feelings were almost exposed. If it were Torkichi, he'd probably be like, I done knew that for ages!
でも、ユウト最近ちょっと私に優しくない？
He always has been, but as a friend. It doesn't feel like that now. It feels somewhat different. It feels like he's becoming aware that I'm a member of the opposite sex.
どうしたんだろう、ユウト。
We've been friends ever since we were little. I've always liked Yuto as a boy, but I think he's probably liked me as a friend. The difference between normal love and romantic love. But I was fine with that discrepancy.
好きな人と一緒にいられるんだから、それでよかった。本当は彼女になりたいけど。
Thinking it over logically, though, I realized that'll never happen. He and I are too different. Yuto's the son and success of a wealthy, prestigious family, whereas I'm just a regular girl from a poor single-mother household. Romance tales often want you to believe that two people of different backgrounds could come together, but I know that's just fantasy.
だって、私のお母さんは貧乏だから。お父さんに捨てられたもん。
I love Yuto, but the thing is,
怖いんだよ。
feelings can change in an instant. I'd rather things always stay as they are.
ユウト。ユウト。
Tears spontaneously trickle down my cheeks. Yuto and I will never be together. I know the cruelness of reality firsthand. I repeat my thoughts on this game that I've already mentioned in a part beforehand. You can't win with this game. You just can't. It is impossible. You cannot win. This happened one day, a few months after Hekiru and Hikaru moved.
ユウくん、大変や。いずみちゃんが家でしたって。
She did what? Anzo, Anna, and I were eating snacks from the bakery on our way home from school when Tsubame rushed up to us in a panic. From what she said, Izumi's mother came home and found a note saying, "Don't look for me." That's not good. Let's put up and look for her.
ですね。行きましょう、ハンズ。うちは先生に言うてくるわ。
After that, we ran all over town looking for her. However, despite searching just about every place we could think of, she was nowhere to be found. Izumi, where did you go? Time flew by and was pitch black out before I knew it. If we didn't get home soon, Shion would be very upset with us. But we couldn't go home until we found Izumi. She was an important friend of ours. We couldn't just ignore what had happened. That was when I found a handkerchief by the roadside. I immediately recognized it as the one Izumi used. I was pretty sure it was the one she received from her foster father. She boasted about it all the time. Here you are. I've been looking all over for you.
ユウト
Mind if I sit here? I sat down next to her without waiting for her answer. The place I found her at was near the wharf. She was sitting there gazing up at the starry sky. Man, the stars are so pretty. This has got to be the best spot in town to see them.
何の用
This is yours, isn't it? I know you told me it was a present. You better be more careful about dropping stuff like this. Handed her over the handkerchief and she swiped it out of my hand, her face red. I had a feeling it was like this because she'd been crying before I arrived. Why'd you run away from home? Is that why you're crying?
うるさいわね。あんたには関係ないでしょ
It is my business. You're my friend, Izumi, and I care about you. I don't want to see my friend sad and crying, so if you don't mind telling me what's going on, I'll listen.
ユウト相変わらずおせっかいなんだからバカ
He smiled at me and proceeded to tell me why she was crying. Izumi's father wasn't around. Her mother was so busy with work that she rarely had time for her. The boys in her class were making fun of her because of that, which caused her to get so upset she burst into tears. Which meant...
言ってやったのお母さんは世界で一番かっこいい人なんだっていつもクタクタになりながらそれでもご飯を作ってくれて優しく頭を撫でてくれてそんなお母さんをバカにされて悔しかったどうしてお母さんがバカにされなきゃいけないのって
Izumi. She was crying for her mother's sake. Why'd you run away from home then?
お父さんに文句を言うためよ
But you don't know him, do you?
だから探しに行こうと思ったの船に乗ればどこへだって行けるでしょたとえ外国にいようが必ず捕まえて謝らせてあげるんだから私とお母さんが悔しい思いをしてるのもお父さんが私たちを捨てたから
Izumi. I had nothing I could say to her. I knew her frustration all too well. Back when I'd lived in an orphanage, there were times I cursed my real mother and father who had abandoned me. When that happened, Norika would always appear and console me. Or Izumi didn't have anyone to sit beside her and hug her when she was feeling down. But that just meant I had to step up and fulfill that role. I'll go with you.
Huh?
I've been wanting to pay a visit to the sisters at the orphanage, so I'll get on that boat with you.
いいの
You bet. I want to watch you on your journey.
ユウトまああんたがそこまで言うなら一緒に行ってあげてもいいわよ
Alright, I guess that's that then. I laughed and that got a smile out of her. That made me glad. I hoped that I'd managed to cheer her up a little. Now off to the ship.
坊ちゃま、泉様。
Now Shion. At that moment Shion spotted us and came running over. And she wasn't alone.
泉。
お母さん
Izumi's mother was with her. She hugged her daughter tightly, then said,
バカ。心配かけるんじゃないよ。
She scolded her, tears running down her cheeks.
お母さんごめんなさい
As the mother held her, Izumi began crying too. Seeing the two of them made me realize something. That is what a real mother-child relationship is. I abruptly wake up as the sunlight hits my eyelids, but traces of the dream I was having still linger in my mind. It's been ages since I last dreamt of that day. It was the first and last time Izumi complained about her father to me. It's not something she wants to talk about, I imagine. I wonder if she still resents him. I've learned that there's no point in directing your hatred towards someone you've never met. That energy is much better channeled towards the relationships with the people that are in your life. Though maybe it's self-centered of me to think that applies to everyone.
おはようございます兄さんレッツモフモフあんぜまた朝からそんなこと
Once I walk into the living room, Anzu immediately comes up to me, craving affection, and Anri turns to stop her. It's the same old morning routine here at the Takakura household. However, good morning, girls. Sorry, Oni-chan's not feeling quite up to it today. I give Anzu's head a little pat and leave it at that. It's very lifeless compared to the usual levels of affection I give her.
いやいやいや、兄さんが私をめでてくれません。どうしよう、アンリ、兄さんが変です。いいえ、それが本来普通の兄なのですが、確かにうちのユウトさんとしては変ですね。一昨日から少し元気がなかったようですけど、どうかされたんですか?
Huh? Yeah, I'm fine. Something glum did indeed happen, but Takakura Yuto is A-okay. Put on a clown act from a little sister to ease their worries. My eyes twinkle as I act out the role of a handsome, admirable brother.
わざとらしいです。あと、ギャグにキレとコクがないです。
What? They saw right through my charade.
いえ、ユウトさんのギャグがつまらないのはいつものことですよ、ハンズ。
Honey, dear, could you please be a little nicer to your brother who's very clearly feeling depressed? Big bro feels even more like crap now.
あ、やっぱり落ち込んでるんですね。
Wait. Tries to get caught up by Andri's leading cross-examination. I clutch my head agonizingly.
兄さん、自分で言ってましたよ。
Anzu retorts dryly.
ユウトさん、何があったんですか? 私でよければ力になります。そうそう、兄さん、一人で悩むのは良くないですよ。何でも妹に相談してください。
What's the reason I've been depressed? It's simple, Izumi. That evening had a drastic effect on our relationship. Things have been awkward between us since. It's not like we're on bad terms now or anything. We talk openly, even smile and laugh. But she doesn't get upset, yell at me, or call me a jerk like she always used to. Doesn't that sort of imply we're drifting apart? Izumi's not acting normal.
泉さんですか? どんな風に変なんですか?
Well, she hasn't been abusing me lately.
ユウトさんは罵倒されたいんですか? いやいやいや、兄さんが困った趣味に目覚めてしまいました。
Oh, come on. Even though I'm feeling a bit blue, I still have to go to school like always.
おはよう。今日は一緒に行けるね。
自分ら今朝も仲ええな。
We meet up with Torakichi and Tsubame on the way to school. Izumi's not here. We don't always walk to school together necessarily, but she hasn't joined us once in the past 2 days. I'm a little concerned. Once the five of us arrive at school and walk through the gate, we spy a familiar figure.
あれ、泉ちゃんだ。泉ちゃん。泉さん、おはようございます。
Tsubame and Anzu cheerfully call out to her. Izumi turns towards us, making a somewhat uncomfortable expression.
おはようございます。
うっせ。
Hey!
おはよう。
We all run on over to her. But when she looks at me, however, she visibly frowns. Maybe she really does hate me. Which caused my mood to sink even further.
それにしても泉、水臭いで自分。あとちょっと待ってくれたら一緒に登校できたやないか。せっかちやな。そしたらワイやユウと一緒に楽しく過ごせたやんか。自分めっちゃ損したで。
Izumi doesn't even make an effort to respond to his joke. She just hangs her head, avoiding meeting his gaze.
お兄ちゃん、何言ってるの? ユウくんならともかく、泉ちゃんは。やめて!
All of a sudden she shouts. Everyone present is startled and looks straight at her.
必要以上に私を構わないで!
She glares at us with tears in her eyes.
いやいやいや、どうしたんですか? 泉さん。私たち、何か泉さんを怒らせるようなことをしました? それなら謝ります。違う。あんたたちは何も悪くない。ごめん。悪くないよ。でも、泉ちゃん、どうしたの?
なんかあったんか？せやったらワイらに何でも言わんかい。ワイらずっと一緒におる友達やないか。
そうだけど、友達だけど。
She hangs her head as the words trickle out of her mouth one by one. Is this my fault, Izumi? Did I do something to hurt you that...
違う、ユウトは何も悪くないよ。全然悪くない。でもダメなの。私はユウトのこと。
She looks up. The moment she sees me, tears stream down her cheeks. She shrugs us off and leaves the school grounds. Izumi! I immediately chase after her.
待って、ユウくん。
However, Tsubame grabs me by the shoulders and stops me.
ここは私に任せて。
But hold up! She takes off before I have the time to say anything to her.
ユウ、ここは女同士。ツバメに任せてみようか。
Torakichi pats me on the shoulder and gives a rueful smile.
いい加減止まって止まりなさい。
I finally stop running when I hear my friend shouting.
ツバメ。まったく、泉ちゃん、足速すぎだよ。別に速くないわよ。これくらい普通よ、普通。ツバメが胸に大きいものくっつけてるから遅いだけじゃない？ひどっ！今の完全にセクハラや。訴訟もんやで。うわ、あんた今すっごい関西弁よ。いいの、泉ちゃん相手に今更だし。それもそうね。
Finally calm down after she cracks a joke.
それでどうして泣いてるの？それとさっきの態度、あれはダメだよ。私たちじゃなかったらドン引きだよ。友達いなくなっちゃうよ。ごめん。
What she said was right, so I just meekly apologize. I shouldn't have said what I said earlier. I lost my temper and took my anger out on everyone.
後でみんなにはちゃんと謝る。うん、それがいいね。泉ちゃんが分かってるならこのお話はおしまい。ああ、よかった。
She was visibly relieved. Someone really was worried about me. That makes me happy.
それで最初に話を戻すけど、悩んでなんか。この後に及んで隠し事はやめようよ。この際だから全部吐き出しちゃおうよ。そうすればすっきりするよ。私でよければ話聞くからね。
It's a gentle smile. Genuine concern from a girl who's always been my best friend. Her words warm my heart, so I'll open up.
あのね。うん。私好きなんだ。ユウトが。
I said it.
うん、知ってるけど。
I summoned every ounce of courage just to say that, yet my best friend is completely unfazed. Why?
私、ツバメに言ったことあったっけ？うん、ないよ。じゃあ、どうして知ってるの？いや、泉ちゃん、ユウくんと喧嘩するたびにアピールしてるじゃない。ユウトなんか大嫌い。でも本当は大好き。みたいに。あれでバレてないと思ってる方がおかしいよ。私たちの間では周知の事実みたいなものだよ。あえて誰も口にしないけど。クラスの子も何人かは気づいてるんじゃない？噂だってされたことあるでしょ？ユウくんと泉ちゃん、本当に夫婦みたいだねって。マイク！
I collapsed my knees, crestfallen, and slammed my fist against the pavement in resignation. My precious feelings were laid bare for all to see. God, this super bears against us was crawled into a hole.
あれ？もしかして泉ちゃんが悩んでることってユウくんのことなの？うん。
There's no point hiding it anymore, so I'm not.
どうしたの？今頃になって悩むなんて。はっ！まさかユウくんに押し倒されたり。 ないない。じゃあ告白して振られたとか？そうじゃないよ。それ以前。え？どういうこと？
Tsubame looks at me inquisitively, so I clarify my problem. I tell her how I love Yuta, but that I'll never be able to confess to him because of our different social standings, and that even if he would agree to go out with me, I'd be too scared about him doing what my father did to my mother to accept. Tsubame listens quietly and attentively from start to finish, but not a second after I'm done.
このアホ！いた！ちょっとツバメ、何すんのよ！なんするもないわ！ほんま自分アホやな。ええか？ゆうくんが一旦惚れた子、そないな理由で捨てたりするはずないやろ。泉ちゃん、今までゆうくんの何を見てきたんや。このスカタン。
She's going full fucking all in with her accent.
そないな理由で今まで告白せえへんかったんか。めっちゃアホやわ。しょうもないこと言うてへんで、さっさと告ってきたらええやん。
I don't think you get to say that though, because you also haven't.
そんなこと言ったって。やっぱり、なんや？怖いよ。そないぐちぐち言うとる間に他の子にゆうくん取られてまうで。それでええんか？でもその
We stare at each other for a while. Tsubame is scaring me. We've been together ever since we were little, but this is the first time I've ever seen her so angry.
わかった。
Eventually she breaks the
だ
silence.
ったら私が先に告白する。ゆうくんに。
Fucking Tamasha's over here like, alright, erase this then, bitch.
ゆう、こっち。
However, this does prove my point of, because here's how this is likely going to go. Izumi will eventually decide to try to confess to him. And she like walk in on his confession, on her confession to him. Like she's gonna hide, of course, so they don't notice. And she's gonna be convinced that Tsubame is going to get the yes from him. However, he shoots her down. And it's gonna be real fucking sad, and it would break my fucking heart if I did Tsubame first. And shit like that. I know these things. Don't worry about it. I know these things. Anyways, hey, I'm sorry I'm late.
全然待ってない。平気。
After school is out, I come to the station before work after receiving a text from Hekiru. In the end, neither Izumi nor Tsubame came to school. Well, Tsubame managed to fix things. Guess I'll see if Izumi comes to work or not.
時間、大丈夫？
I've got to work here in a bit, so not too much, sorry.
じゃあ、歩きながら話す。
Thanks. Hekiru and I walk side by side, heading to Hibino Bakery. But I'm walking a little briskly, so she's lagging a bit behind. I want to see Izumi as soon as possible. See her and speak to her. For a while, we simply walk in silence. It's a bit oppressive. Feel it may be because Hikaru herself is unhappy about something. It's the reason she asked me to meet her out of the blue related to what's making her unhappy. Hey, Hekiru?
何？
Is Hikaru not with you today?
外してもらった。ゆうと二人きりで大事な話をするから。
Oh, is that right?
うん。
Oh no, I suddenly have a weird premonition. It's like, is every route going to have, like, multiple other characters confess to him and being shot down before he eventually gets together with the girl whose route you're on? Oh no. I'm a little surprised to see Hekiru bringing up an important discussion. But I have some idea what it might be.
ゆう、泉と喧嘩したって本当？
I wouldn't really call it a fight, more of a misunderstanding, really.
それって夫婦喧嘩？
The heck? A crack little joke.
子供の頃から思ってた。泉と優は本当に仲良くて夫婦みたいだって。でも私も優のお嫁さんになりたい。
Hekiru.
優
Hekiru stops walking and hugs me side on. Wait, I told you not to do these things.
返事が欲しい。優私との約束を果たしてくれる？それとも
She's nuzzled right up against me. I feel her body and her breathing. Even her shivering, I feel it all. If I were to hug her back, she would no doubt smile. But I've already decided on my response. Sorry. I love Izumi. So I can't marry you. Sorry for breaking our promise.
優
Place my hands on her shoulders and softly push her away. For a brief instant, I smell the scent of her hair. The very next second, I feel an unbearable heartache. My vision starts to blur.
優その涙の意味は何？
Oh,
いい。自分で考えてみる。
how fucking dare you?
今は
She surprised me with a kiss on the cheek. She kisses the tears on my cheek to wipe them away.
泣かないで、優。笑ってた方が泉も喜ぶから。
Thanks.
これからもお友達でいてくれる？
Of course.
それならいい。優が泉と夫婦になるなら、私もずっとお友達でいられる。泉とこれからも仲良くね。
Yeah.
約束。
Sure. I promise I'll be nice to Izumi.
じゃあ、またね。
I think Izumi actually doesn't want you to be nice to her sometimes. After distancing herself from me, she trots off into the throng of people. Man, what a girl. Thanks, Hekiru. Thus, the book is closed on my childhood romance. An unforgettably bittersweet feeling lingers in my chest. At parting with Hekiru, I went straight to Hibino Bakery. Changed my uniform quickly and headed to the storefront.
いらっしゃいませ。店内でお召し上がりですか？本日はミルクロールがお値打ちになっておりますが、ありがとうございました。
Twama must have done something right, since Izumi is gallivanting around the store with a cheery smile. Everything that happened this morning feels like a dream. Guess that's a skill you learn to develop when you're a veteran part-timer like her. Sorry, my little light.
ユウとたるんでるわよ。ガンガン働いて取り返しなさい。
Yes, ma'am. Even after seeing me, she acts completely normal, or tries to at least. Being such long-time friends, I can tell. There's a slight cloud in her expression. Must be because of me.
本当に私の好きなものくれる？私一度だけでいいから。
I don't know why it's fucking me up so much that when she, like, blinks, her entire, like, fucking iris shrinks.
ユウトと二人っきりで。
I go back to our conversation that night. She sure didn't mind being around me then. Really, if my ego's not blinding me here, I'd say I distinctly felt that she liked me. So why the change all of a sudden? Izumi? Walk up beside her once we reach a lull in the flow of customers.
何？
Her expression stiffens. I feel a stinging pain in my chest. I want to talk to you after work. So, can we walk together?
バカ。今は仕事中。死後はダメよ。
Yeah, I know, but this is really important. Please let me walk back with you after work. I bow deeply, feeling not even a smidgen of shame despite the fact that there are people around us. I'm at a complete right angle. All she can do is see the back of my head.
ちょっとやめてよ。お客さんが見てるでしょ。あんた今仕事中だって分かってんの？
I do want to know what I'm doing right now isn't work appropriate, but I have to prioritize this over work over everything. I convey my sincerity to her, my head's still bowed. I'll do anything it takes to fix our relationship. I bow my head as many times as it takes.
ユウト。まったくあんたは。
She heaves a heavy sigh as her frown disappears from her face.
分かったわよ。私の負け。私もユウトも今日は早上がりだし、一緒に帰りましょう。
Oh yeah! I fist pump internally. That better be a promise, an absolute promise.
分かってるわよ。っていうか、真似すんな。
Work is over and Izumi and I now walk down the sidewalk of the shopping district. During work, she managed to converse with me relatively easily, but now that we've left, it's been complete silence. The awkwardness is making it hard for me to open my mouth. It's like there's some kind of invisible wall. But I have to talk to her. Hey. By sheer luck, we both speak up at the same time. Yeah?
ユウトこそ何よ。
Both of us eye each other with constrained looks. Ah, God damn it, why are things awkward? This never happens normally. We bicker, laugh, goof around. We're supposed to get along swimmingly. Right, I gotta attack this issue head on. Let's start with that. There's something I have to give her. Izumi? I resolve myself and begin speaking. I want to continue our conversation from the other day. I've thought of something I can give you for your birthday. So I'd like you to accept it if you don't mind.
ユウト。
If you're willing, Izumi, I'd like to... The phone rings right before I finish my sentence. It ruts me at the worst possible time. I reluctantly take it out and look at the screen. It's about Miss calling. Probably have to take this, so I'll try and make it brief. Hello?
もしもし、ユウくん、ごめん。もうバイト終わった？
I am.
いずみちゃんは？
Yeah, we're at the shopping district right now.
そっか。じゃあ、ユウくんだけ公園に来てくれないかな？
What? Like right now? There's an odd request from her. I wonder what she wants. And she specified something. I can't bring Izumi with me.
ダメ。
She flatly refuses, leaving no doubt. I'm baffled. This is the first time she's ever acted this way. But the thing is, dropping my conversation with Izumi right now to go see Tsubame would just be rude.
じゃあ、待ってるから。ユウくんが来るまでずっと待ってるから。
Tsubame! She abruptly ends the call after saying that. What on earth is going on? Do I have to go right now? But if I do, that means...
ユウト、ツバメから？
As I'm stewing over my options, Izumi looks at me and inquires. Yeah, she asked me to come to the park alone. Seems kind of urgent.
ユウト、一人で。
Yeah? Izumi falls silent. That silence persists for a while, with the hustle and bustle of the townspeople being the only sound I hear.
言ってあげてよ。
Huh? No, I can't do that. I need to talk to you right.
何言ってるの？私と話なんていつでもできるじゃない。
You literally have not for the past couple of days. She pats me on the back cheerily as I try to object.
私の親友が休養だって言ってるんだから言ってあげてよ。きっとすごく大事な話なのよ。ユウト、お願い。ほらほら、早く。
She smiles and shoves in my bag, urging me on. She wants me to go to the park where Tsubame is. Hold up!
女の子を待たせるな。ユウトは紳士なんでしょ？
She continues to shove me, all the while hanging her head. She almost seems to be saying that if I don't go, she'll push me all the way to the park. Okay, I'll go! But once I'm done here, I'm calling you immediately.
はいはい。
Like I'm
分
done
かった
there.
わよ。でも、無理しなくていいからね。
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
行けばわかるわよ。さあ、行くって言ったんだから行きなさいよ。お得に二言はなしよ。でしょ？
Alright, see you later then. I waved to Izumi and started walking. I'm off to the park where Tsubame is waiting for me.
ユ
With great reluctance, I somehow managed to say goodbye to Izumi and make my way to the park. The bluntness in Tsubame's voice worries me, but what worries me most is the fact that I left Izumi behind. I could tell she was forcing herself to tell me to go.
泉さんはいらないんですか？無理してませんか？何言ってるのよ。私はもう大人だからお菓子なんて食べないのよ。ほら、二人でちょうど2つあるでしょ。2人で食べなさいよ。
Whenever we were younger and there weren't enough snacks to go around, Izumi would always let my sisters have them. My little sister would be joyfully eating while she watched them with a smile. I can still picture that expression for some reason. She'd always make a huge fuss around the most inconsequential things, but when it was something that actually mattered, she never demanded anything. Being as kind as she was, she'd go without it if it meant someone else could have something. I relive yet another unpleasant memory of that. Why did I recall that now specifically? When I look up, I realize that I've reached the park. Tsubame is nowhere to be seen. Maybe she's up the hill. Even while I'm searching for her, I still can't get Izumi off my mind. I have no doubt that it was because of that smile. The smile she had on her face when telling me to go. It was the exact same. The exact same smile she made when we were kids and she'd sacrifice something for someone else. Upon climbing the hill, I find Tsubame waiting for me. The deep red sunlight elongates our shadows onto the pavement. Tsubame. The very visible melancholy in her expression gives her an air of maturity that I've never seen from her before. She stares at me fixedly, and then says,
ゆうくん、私、ずっと前から。
As Yuta's figure disappears, the tears come pouring out. It's so frustrating. I told myself I wouldn't cry, yet here I am. I'm so upset and ashamed at how weak-willed I am. Tsubame did say she always loved Yuto. More than me, she said.
ツバメなら、ゆうともきっと好きになるよ。うん。すっごいお似合い。
Not only is Tsubame beautiful, but she has a sweet personality to boot. She doesn't blabber and bicker with Yuta like I do. Things would go well between them if they started dating.
よかった。よかった。
If I truly believe that, then why am I sobbing? I sat down in the middle of the sidewalk with my face in my hands. The tears won't stop. I loved him so much.
ゆうと。好きなの。私どうしようもないくらい。ゆうとが。
I don't know what to do with myself.
なら会いに行けばええやろ。
Lift my face and see none other than.
こんなとこで何メソメソしてるんや自分。
Another one of my childhood friends gets off his bike and speaks to me.
トラ吉。
ツバメに聞いて事情は大体分かっとるつもりや。ツバメは今頃ユウに猛アタックしてるやろな。
His words pierce my chest like a needle. It hurts.
何が言いたいのよ。
I scowled at him with all my might, tears staining in my eyes.
はあ？だからさっき言うたやん。聞いてなかったんか？ほなもう一回言ったるわ。ユウが好きなら会いに行けばええ。言ってはっきり言ったらええ。こんなとこで泣いてるなんてワイの知ってる泉と全然ちゃうわ。だけどなんや？
あんた 分かって言ってるの？あんた自分の妹の恋を邪魔しようとしてるのよ。それでいいの？
アホ抜かせ。言い訳あるかい。わいかて可愛い妹の恋路を邪魔したないわ。せやけどな、
Saying that, he smiles ruefully.
ツバメに頼まれたんや。ユウと別れた後、もし泉が泣いとったら、ユウに会いたいと。泣いとったら、首に縄をかけてでも連れてこいってな。
ツバメが。
やれやれ。ワイもアホやけど、ワイの妹はもっとアホみたいや。
He heaves a sigh. Can't help but agree. Swam is such an idiot. So stupid yet so kind. In which case, I owe it to her to respond to this act of kindness. I'm her best friend after all.
トラ吉、
ん？
今すぐその自転車貸しなさい。
おう。
From climbing the hill, I find Tsubame waiting for me. Our hair blows in the strong breeze. Tsubame?
ゆうくん。
She stares at me fixedly, and then she says,
ゆうくん、私ずっと前から。
Hold up. I more or less know what you're about to tell me. This might sound a bit conceited, but I can tell.
そう。
Sorry, I just had to correct my sitting posture real quick because it just felt like I was sitting on a fucking slanted surface, even though I wasn't. Does this have alcohol? It doesn't. You're one of my best friends, Tsubame. I won't ever change. I want to change our relationship. That's my wish.
それはつまり、それ以上の関係にはなれないって言ってるの？そうなの？ゆうくん。
I respond affirmatively through the silence.
優しいな、ゆうくんは。でもそれだけじゃ足りないよ。
は？
ゆうくんが一番好きなのは誰か教えて。そうじゃないと私も納得できない。もしつまらない子だったら許さない。その子からゆうくん奪い取るよ。本気で。
Tsubame. I wanted to avoid outright saying it, think that it would be the kind thing to do. I didn't want to add to the pain of being rejected. Well, here's the thing. Just make it outright. Make it outright. That's the fucking mercy. If you leave even the slightest doubt, it'll continue gnawing at her. I want to add to the pain of being rejected. But you firmly refused that forced sympathy that I offered her. You really are strong, Tsubame. I apologize for thinking you wouldn't be able to handle it. It's time for me to tell her straight up. The girl I love, Tsubame. The wind stops blowing. Time itself seems to stop ticking for a moment. What I love most of all is if I can mount the name of the girl who's taken a special place in my heart. The voice resounds through the dark evening air. She's on a crash course! Izumi!
Izumi-chan!
The girl who holds a special place in my heart comes pedaling in on a bike as fast as the thing will take her. She's standing up, skirt fluttering with the evening sun at her backdrop, standing up and screaming at the top of her lungs. Comes flying towards me full speed ahead. Closer and closer she gets. Wait, she's getting really close? She actually did just full frontal fucking bash into him, apparently. Izumi! As I managed to catch her in my arms once she leaps from the bike. What was she thinking? God, that was one step away from me ending up in hospital! You idiot! Ah, but she's so sweet. Almost got us both hurt. Gosh, that was so stupid of you to do. She sobs in my chest, into my chest, just like a wee little child.
ユウト取られちゃうって思ったんだもん。ユウトだけは私譲れないもん。ユウトお願い。私も
I love you, Izumi. Gently wrap my arms around her and draw her into an embrace. Come on, open your eyes. Open your ears. I, Takakura Yuto, love Yuibashi Izumi more than anyone in the world. Come on, don't cry. I'm a gentleman, so there's nothing I hate more than seeing a girl cry. I pat her head and smile.
いいの。これは嬉し泣きだから。
Man, I tried telling you countless times, but you just kept running away. I was the one who wanted to say it first, but you went and pulled the silly stunt.
うっさい。これ以上泣かせるようなこと言うな。バカ。ユウトの大バカ。でも大好き。
Words hit me right in the heart. At the same time, my tear ducts threatened to burst open. It takes all I have to keep them from doing so. I then embrace Izumi tightly. Her petite body trembles slightly. I'm overwhelmed by how adorable she is.
ああ、二人ともちょっといい？私のことすっかり忘れて二人だけの世界を作らないでくれるかな。
Tsubame chides in, a little peeved. Sorry.
ごめん。
We finally calmed down some.
やっとうまく収まったよ。
Huh? She's saying?
どういうこと？昔々あるところにとても意地っ張りな子がいました。本当はゆうくんが好きでたまらないくせにちっとも素直になりません。見かねた親友のつばめちゃんがお兄ちゃんに頼んで一芝居打つことにしました。ようやく素直になった意地パリコちゃんとゆうくんは末永く幸せに暮らしましたとさ。めでたしめでたし。誰がイジパリコよ。
So this whole thing was just theatrics?
そうだよ。
She nods.
こうでもしないと泉ちゃんは絶対正直な自分の気持ちと向き合わないと思って。ごめんね、ゆうくん、泉ちゃん。
She pokes her tongue out with a smile. Yeah, I'll believe that story when I'm dead in the ground. And so that's what this all was. Man, you had me completely fooled. I honestly thought you had a thing for me. Man, this is a little awkward. Scratched the back of my head in embarrassment.
私もちょっと焦ったよ。もしもゆうくんが私を受け入れたらどうしようかと思っちゃった。
Talk about a reckless plan. You're really cute, Tsubame, so something like this could easily backfire. Don't go around doing this to anybody else.
当たり前だよ。ゆうくんだからしたんだもん。いざとなったら責任取ってもよかったし。
Huh?
ツバメ。
My back hurts.
おう、もう終わったみたいやな。
お兄ちゃんもご苦労様。
で、どないするんや。ワイはチャリも回収したし、もう帰りたいわ。出来たてほやほやカップルに当てられとうないしな。
Come on.
そうだね。お邪魔虫は退散しよっか。
じゃあな、ゆう、泉。
仲良くしないとダメだよ、二人とも。
Didn't the siblings turn around and leave before we have the chance to get a word in?
ツバメ、トラ吉。
As they're walking away, Izumi shouts at them. Thank you so much, guys. We each thank those wonderful friends of ours. Tokichi lifts a hand to wave at us, still facing forward. Tsubame, however, turns back and stares at us for a bit. She says nothing, only smiles. I'm not sure why, but when I see her smile, a warm smile with the evening sun in the background, I feel an unbearable pain in my chest.
ツバメ、ほんまにこれでよかったんやな。
何言ってるの？お兄ちゃん、うちの親友とゆうくんが幸せになったんや。ええに決まっとるやん。
自分、アホやな。
I knew a scene like this was coming!
せやけど、とんでもなく優しいわ。ワイの自慢の妹や。
お兄ち
ゃん。もうユウたちはおらん。我慢せんでええ。
I better not be a scene of this kind, quote unquote, in the other routes as well. I'm going to shoot the writers if there is. Imagine if I was watching this after doing Tsubame's route. Imagine that. Actually, I know someone that that is actually playing Tsubame's route first. Talked with him yesterday right after the recording. So yeah, have fun suffering, Atlas.
ツバメ、ほんまに自分はええ子やな。
今日告白した。ユウトに好きってついに告白した。絶対に伝えることはない思いだと思っていたのに、ずっと胸の中にしまってるはずの思いだと思っていたのに、私は彼に伝えてしまった。公園で大きな声で叫んでしまった。どうしてあんな勇気が持てたんだろう。わからない。ただあの時は無我夢中で、ユウトが他の子のものになっちゃうのが悲しくて切なすぎて、気がついたら好きって言ってユウトに抱きついていた。私はいつも強気のことは言っても本当は弱虫だから。ずっと怖くて言えなかったのに。ユウトと友達でいられなくなるのが怖くて言えなかったのに。きっと恋は女の子を強くするんだ。これはきっと恋の魔法。私はね、ユウト、あなたの恋の魔法にかかってたんだね。そう、もうずっと前から。
なんだって
How rude, I was focusing on reading the grilling manga. The man lost his wedding ring. He's fucked. Yeah, he's absolutely fucked. Oh, now we're back at describing how to make some food, which I always skip these in mangas when it's like, okay, here's a in-depth description on how to make a dish. And it's just immediately just like, yeah, okay, I get it. Okay, fuck that. Okay. Same thing has been happening with that one fucking. It's one of the animes that's currently airing that I've been reading the manga for, about the dude that's playing the VR MMO with the archery skill and kick skill, and it's just kind of. It's kind of trash. It's just like you can mindlessly just read it without like having to think too much about it. And every time there, when you started cooking something or went in depth about his fucking smithing processes, I also just immediately just like, okay, skip. Hold on, actually, it's because of the whole skip. I actually saw that I literally only had like a couple of panels left, so might as well just finish those real quick. Anyways, say what he says. It's a Tuesday morning, the first day of Golden Week, and the whole family's gathered at the dining table as Dad shouts. He's really getting on my nerves. Well, the sisters, also present, glare at him coldly. Dad, you really don't need to freak out. What's wrong with me and Izumi dating? I thought you liked her. I used this opportunity to break the big news to him. Well, the sisters already know. I told them the day of. And Shion was informed by them. However, Dad was in Paris on a business trip over the weekend, so I decided to tell him in person this morning.
バカを言うな。これに驚かずに何に驚けと言うんだ。はっきり言って、これほどのショックは久しぶりだぞ。
He clutches his head in his hands and drops it onto the table. I feel like the news of your wife's death would be more shocking than this. This is definitely a bit of an overreaction, in my opinion.
落ち着いてください、ご主人様。坊ちゃまもお年頃。お付き合いをされる相手がいらっしゃっても何もおかしくありません。
違うぞ、シオン。俺はユウトが女性と付き合っていることを驚いているのではない。
え？いや、そうなんですか？じゃあ、一体何がそんなにショックなんですか？
We all stare at Dad inquisitively.
もちろん、俺がショックなのは。
He clenches his fist tight.
泉たんが男とできちゃったことだ
！Alright, Shion, execute him. Are you kidding me? I'm appalled by my father's creepy infatuation with a girl that's less than half his age. My sisters are equally as disturbed.
泉たんは俺がこの手で幸せにしようと思っていたのに。
Honestly, Shion, what do you see in this man?
まさか息子に先を越されるとは。
This shit is actually just really making me dislike the dad. Like, come the fuck on. First off, you're being creepy. Second off, at the start of the game, people were like everyone in the family actually talked about like, oh, how long is it finally gonna be until he puts a ring on Shion, you know? And then he pulls this shit. Come on, piss off. You're just being a creep, as well as disrespectful to the woman you seem to be in a relationship with. Seriously, Dad continues to weep sorrowfully. What will I do with him?
ご主人様。
Shion cracks her knuckles, does a sign that she's about to execute her iron claw of love.
冗談だよ、シオン。今のはパリ仕込みの軽いジョークですから。
He sits up straight, frightened. He made that little joke knowing full well how furious she'd be. Well, I guess it's just one of their many modes of communication.
いいか、ユウト。女性と付き合うということは男にとって大切なことだ。ただ楽しければいいというものではない。互いに成長できるような関係を構築しろ。わかったな。
He finally gives me his serious advice with a stern face. It does seem to me that this is what he really wanted to tell me all along. Yeah, I understand. I'm not messing around. Izumi is someone I truly care about. And I'll take our relationship very seriously, I promise. I reply with sincerity to match his.
それでこそ坊ちゃまですわ。どこかのご主人様とは大違いですね。
本当ですね。その方はユウトさんの爪の赤でも煎じて飲めばいいんです。
All the women of the house look at Dad.
どこかのご主人様って誰かな。パパわかんない。
He feigns ignorance.
父さんはユウトさんの爪の赤でも煎じて飲めばいいんです。
はっきり言わないで、アンリタ。
Dad breaks down weeping again. はいはいはい。
いってらっしゃいませ。
行ってきます。
See you later. I'll leave school alongside my sisters as per usual.
わーい、兄さん、もふもふプリーズです。
Wahaha, you silly little girl. And with it comes our usually touching and petting.
ユウトさん、アンズとじゃれ合うのはそろそろやめた方がいいのではありません。ゴムタイヤ。
The look on Anzu's face is the expression of someone who's just learned the whole world is ending. Anri, why are you asking me to do something like that? You're scaring me. Her abrupt suggestion that I distance myself from my little sister, hits me like a truck, so much so that I begin speaking like Torakichi. Oh, hold on, I should probably... Anri, why are you asking me to do something like that? You're scaring me! There we go.
どうしてって、ユウトさんには泉さんがいるじゃないですか。他の女子とイチャイチャするのはいかがなものかと思いますよ、ユウトさんこの野郎。
She glares at me reproachfully. Anri, don't call me that, you're scaring me.
泉さんだって怒るんじゃないですか。
Well, come on, Anzu's my sister. Can't I be affectionate with her still?
その認識は甘いです。
Anri flatly refutes my last shred of hope.
女性は相手が誰であれ、好きな男性に接近する女性を好みません。そしてそれを許す男性にはさらに厳しい報復が待っています。ユウトさんは今そうとは気づかないまま破滅の階段を一歩ずつ登っているのです。
She declares with conviction, finger pointed squarely at my nose. Damn. I'm being lectured about the female psyche by my own sister. Sad as it is, I give in. Alright, Anri. Sorry, Anzu, but we'll have to abstain from any petting or cuddling from now on. I part from Anzu with great sorrow.
とっても残念ですけど、仕方ないですね。
Yeah, I wish it didn't have to happen, but such is life. You can cuddle with Anri, though.
アンリ、ワフワフ。ちょっとアンズ。はい、ワフワフワフワフ。もうくすぐった。アンリ、アンリ。
The darling little sisters hug and play around. It's a deeply beautiful sight to see first thing in the morning. I may no longer be able to cuddle with them, but this is a fair trade, I'd say. I etched a scene deep in my heart.
とにかく。
Anri finally escapes from her sister's grasp and fixes her disheveled hair.
これからは泉さんとお付き合いしていくのですから、周囲にもそれなりの注意と心遣いをしてください。例えば自慢げにクラスで話すとか、間違ってもしないでくださいよ。
I won't. I discussed that with Izumi and we decided to just keep it between our friend group for now.
それが賢明ですね。
Anri nods approvingly. I really am blessed to have such a smart sister. As I said to Anri, we plan to behave normally when we're in class. Well, I'm thinking over things when we get to school. Once we get inside, I say goodbye to my sisters and head to my classroom. Hey. I give my usual greeting as I walk through the door.
おはよう、高倉くん。
Miso greets me as usual too. Morning, Miso. And needless to say, I respond with my usual Yuto smile. But then she says something to me.
ねえ、高倉くん。ゆいばしさんとお付き合いしてるんだってね。
Yeah, we are? Wait, what? Cat's out the bag already? Why'd you hear that? I'm completely flustered and confused. And it shows.
だって、
I follow Miso's line of sight. And what I see?
もうユウトが泣いて私に懇願しちゃって。私と付き合えなかったら死んじゃうとか言われちゃって。だから、私も仕方なく、みたいな。
Izumi's telling our classmates this totally fabricated story about how we started going out.
高倉くんにそんなこと言われたの？いいなぁ。ねえねえ、そこんとこもうちょっと具体的に話してよ。そう？仕方ないな。
She's getting way too carried away.
ちょっとだけよ。ちら？
What the hell was that wing for?
泉さんを一生愛し続けます。キリ。泉のためなら俺は死ねる。キリリ。泉たん、はあはあ。
I said no such thing, damn it! I lightly bopped the back of my silly girlfriend's head.
誰よ、何すんのよ。って、ゆうと。
She finally noticed that I'm standing right behind her. Quit feeding them lies, will you? And why are you even telling them in the first place? I thought we agreed to keep quiet about it?
ああ、確かに決めたんだけど。
She scratches her blushed cheeks as she explains.
みんなと連休中のこと話してたらついだってユウトとデートしたって思ったら私嬉しくてうすんうすんごめんねユウト
She theatrically wipes the insides of her eyes with her handkerchief. Those are some big old crocodile tears, alright.
高倉くん泉泣かした。高倉くん許してやんなさいよ。ここは男の度量見せるとこでしょ。
But public opinion is on Izumi's side, unfortunately. Women's tears are a dirty tool. Oh well. Alright, regardless of whether I wanted it to happen, the cat's out of the bag now, so you can go ahead and talk to people about it if you want. Whoever, no embellishing the truth. I staunch your reminder.
私にハーハーしたのは言ってもいい？
I was not doing that! If you really want me to, then maybe I, Izumi-tan, maybe I will, Izumi-tan, you dirty bastard.
そんな度胸ないくせに。
He snorts. What was that? I'll start humping you like a dog. I get serious.
へえ、ユウトがまだ手だってつなげないくせに。うば、順調。いや、もう2週間くらい経つんでしょ。それってヘタレじゃない？高倉くんってヘタレなの？この育児なし。
Damn, where's the home crowd? Out of nowhere, Miso and Tsubame joined the
そう
discussion.
そう、私の彼氏口ではエッチなこと言うんだけど実際はスーパー純情ボーイなの。
My brand new girlfriend is ruthlessly slandering me and taking glee in that fact. My owner's on the line now. I'll hold her hand right here and right now I'll show her. You've gone one step too far, Izumi. Take this! Quickly reach out towards the left hand.
おう、相変わらず賑やかやな自分。
Whoa! Torakichi suddenly appears and pushes me on the back, causing me to lose my balance. A man lands not on Izumi's left hand, but right on her left boob. Ah! What a soft, pillowy sensation. It's so springy, too. This is pure bliss for a man. Shangri-La! Magnificent. Oh. I moved to the point of tears.
あんた何勝手に人の胸触ってんのよっていうか人のおっぱい泣きながら揉むなギャラクティカ恋人ファントム
I'm completely destroyed by Izumi's powered up punch.
ユートのエッチ訴えるわよもしくは訴訟も辞さないわ
I'm so sorry. After crashing down to the ground, I suddenly rise to my feet and apologize. However, I have no regrets, for I have learned that Izumi's boobies are assets of the highest quality.
高倉くん叩かれたのになんでニヤニヤしてるの夫婦喧嘩を犬が食べたがらない理由がよくわかるね
Anyhow, my relationship with Izumi is now common knowledge among our classmates. I've always been terrible about keeping secrets, so in all honesty, this is probably for the best. Though I did pay a hefty price for it.
ユートバイト行くわよ
Yeah. Work time arrives, and the two of us head off to Hibino Bakery.
はいクロワッサン3つ野菜サンド2つですね
Thanks for waiting. You can sit any way you like.
こちら120円のお返しとなりますありがとうございました
Our voices resound. Our voices resound through the score. Our voices resound through the store as we're hard at work. Today's special is our raisin bread. Give it a try if you'd like. I've finally gotten used to things around here. Still no match for Izumi, but I do think I've started looking more professional.
働いた
I think it's about time for me to end the part, actually. Oh boy, that title is... Oh lord. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. See you next time. Bye-bye.